Where are all the mushrooms? Bro, who killed all like the mushrooms up here? God, it's like a Lorax. They're all gone. Besides the one horse thing over here. Why are things loading so much more slowly? Or maybe it's because I have babbling when I open. It's like a literal, like, whatever it's called, like Bitcoin miner or whatever on your computer. It takes up so much CPU. Big village. Where did I? Oh no. Any more food? I'll just check all the houses and confidence. There you go. Wait, that was me. I still need to get more iron. not getting any iron, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it out. What? Oh god, I almost died to that. Treasure. Gosh, where are the chests I can take from? So I'm gonna need those. This is gonna be very tricky. No, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I somehow gotta get to the top of the bastion, find iron in it. I'm not getting hit by pigments without any gold. Then go back down and have them unaggro me. And then start the whole thing. Oh my god. Wow. E_cow, can you shut up? Where am I? What happened? I know what I could do. Okay. So. Sure, this thing's almost dead. I'm gonna go to the other side of the bastion, the scary endgame side, but I really shouldn't be going to. I'm gonna get an iron pick from there, which I don't even, oh god, which I don't even know is possible. And I will go back up somehow without getting killed. Okay, which side is that? Okay, where's my boat? Okay, that's nice. That's 9 minutes of my life wasted. So I don't get pinged every single time they say anything. Oh, it's still happening. Yo, let's watch a video about this world record that has more views than the actual world record.
Yo everyone, what's going on? Curryway here, and in this video, I am reacting and analyzing and all those big words that I don't understand. We're reacting to the new and first ever sub 10 random seed Minecraft 1.16.1 run. This is done by a runner named Brentilda. A lot of you are probably unfamiliar with Brentilda. They are an extremely well-respected member of the community, especially in 1.16.1. They are more of a technical side player, and I know literally nothing about this run besides the blind is insane. That's all I know, and obviously that it's sub 10. I believe I'm at the correct part for this. I also don't know if the music they're going to play is copyrighted. I'm literally recording this like 10 minutes after this happened. So if you don't hear game audio or something, that just means the music in their background was copyrighted and I've just added in my own music and stuff. But hopefully that's not the case. Anyway, let's watch the VOD. This, again, like literally just happened at the time of me recording this. So let's see what it is. I'm very excited. And let's just see. So loading in the world. I like their face cam. I'm assuming that's like a cat cam. That's pretty pog. Oh my pausing. Okay. They are a very technical player. So, for anyone that's not familiar what they just did, lava pool, nice. So they're probably going to enter here with just a stone pick and village stuff. So, you can pause the game by pressing F3 and escape, I think, at the same time. I'm not sure what the exact... It might be F3P, something like that. But you can pause the game, and it allows you, since pausing is allowed at the moment, to look around and not waste time when you look around. So, it is allowed. It's just kind of something that some runners have personal, not issues with, like, but just, you know, something that they personally wouldn't do. Like me. Like, I don't have an issue with this runner doing that, but it's not something that I would personally do in one of my runs. So they're going to grab food, they're going to grab their crafting table. Something to note is they are definitely playing for an extremely low time based on the amount of food they're grabbing, which I think is a smart play, and it's something that I forget to do sometimes. If you're going for like a sub 15, sub 10 time, you don't really need more than 15 bread. Like, it's a silly thing to think about, because you think like, oh, it's such a small time waste, like it's not that much bread, but it's really pretty simple to just grab like 2 less bread, and you're never really gonna have to worry about it. So golem kill here. This is pretty standard. Trying to think if there's anything like interesting or like abstract or anything unusual about this village, but it's pretty straightforward village. They're probably just gonna grab like 1 or 2 more beds.
Yep.
The iron falls in the cave. That sucks. So this run probably could have been sub 930 just based on this part right here. That is unfortunate. And build up. Probably grab, like I said, like probably 1 more bed here. And they're probably out to the lava pool. So not bad at all. They do still need flint. Or they're just going to woodlight. Okay, that works too. That's smart to grab the carpet there. Yeah, because I don't see flint. That's one of the issues when you play a seed like this. It's challenging to actually find the flint and steel you need, or not the flint and steel, but just the flint part. Sometimes you can't find gravel in a cave, or there's none near a river, or you'd have to backtrack or go too far for it. So it makes sense here, but actually they see gravel pretty close, so yeah, this is super worth it, obviously. Grabbing the carpet as a precautionary, though, was probably smart. I've never thought of doing that, but it's something that I'm definitely going to think about doing in the future now. I didn't even realize that those houses, the Fletcher houses and plains, have carpets in them, which is actually pretty cool. So they're going to fall down here, they're going to do their thing. Very nice. Build the portal. And 230 enter. This is a pretty, you know, any enter that's really sub 3, I guess, is sub 10 pace. But good enter. Nothing like too crazy. Not like sub 2 or anything, but really, really good enter. The thing, obviously, that is going to be noteworthy is they need an iron pick. That is something that is going to be a necessity here. And I don't know how they're going to get it. I'm assuming it's going to be in the Bastion, but we'll see. Entering 251.
Whatever. Not
bad. Oh, Divine Travel, maybe? Game pausing. You can see again in the top. Game pause, game pause. There's your Bastion. That's housing, I believe. Going to be quite the journey to get there. Oh, maybe the terrain actually connects on the top here. You can see, like, the terrain on their right might actually connect all the way to the Bastion. And, wow! Okay, that's a seed. And you can see the... Oh, my God! And this is a fossil, too.
You're just in time for the run of my life. Look at this.
Divine. Oh, my God. Divine with a Bastion in your... This... Okay, so let's pause for a second. There's a lot of things to discuss. So first off, this Bastion over here is housing, which is the best Bastion by far for any runner. Any top runner is going to tell you that housing is the best Bastion. So housing off the bat, insane. Fortress, right away, to their right. Also insane. You don't need to worry about where the fortress is. You see the fortress. The last part that makes this pretty much unheard of is something called Divine Travel. Now, I'll leave a link to a video on Divine Travel in the description down below for you to check out. Divine Travel is really cool. Basically, if there are structures or mobs in the 0-0 quadrant, you saw that he put up his F3 and like his chunks and everything. If there's a mob or a structure, and fossils in the Nether and Soul Sand Valleys are considered structures, you can use that to your advantage to figure out where the stronghold is. I'm not 100% sure on the technical stuff because I'm not a big technical player, but the video linked in the description will explain more of it. But basically, you can use that fossil, you can figure out what the X coordinate is of like the highest point on the fossil, and that structure is linked to the stronghold generation, so you can pretty closely pinpoint where your blind travel portal is going to be. So instead of it being like anywhere from like in the stronghold to 2,000 blocks away, it's anywhere from in the stronghold to like 500 or 600 blocks away. So really, really good. So he has a fashion at 3 minutes. The only thing he needs is an iron pickaxe, and this run is like insane. So he still needs the iron pick, but besides that, this run is absolutely ludicrous, and he already knows that his blind travel is going to be nuts. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Obviously, he's going to get the iron, but I'm curious how long it takes and how he plays this bastion. There's a lot of different ways you can play housing. The way he's probably going to play it is top down, which is the correct play here. But there's another route called manhunt, which relies on you being at the bottom of the bastion. But based on this generation, which is actually really, really nice for top-down housing, he's going to do what I said, top-down housing. And basically what that is he's going to probably break a chest, or in his case, since he needs iron, he's going to look in the chest first and then break a chest. And all the piglins will get angry. They'll go down the bastion. There's your iron.
Thank
Beautiful.
God.
So he's going to break a chest here. He's going to probably break a chest here and have all the piglins chase him down, which is really awesome. I didn't even... Wait, how did he get gold boots? I don't even remember. I think he just put them on. And then he's going to break this chest, go down, and all the piglins are going to chase him, like so. And he's probably also going to break another block here.
Take that.
Or give him the wooden pickaxe. That's totally fine. Not going to give them another... Sometimes you can break like another gilded blackstone on the way down, but didn't really need to here. Going to break this block so all the piglins can flood in. And he's routing this bastion. This is really good pace. It's not unheard of. There have been runs where people are in the bastion or leaving the bastion around like the 340 mark. I think is the fastest like bastion leave time at around this time. But this is still obviously really good pace. If you're able to leave a bastion around like sub 5, the sub 5 minute mark, you have a run. Like it's a really, really fast paced run. I think I've had that like 3 times ever around that time. So this is just crazy. And like the fact that he also has a fortress, like that's what makes this run really stand out. The fact that not only are you going to be leaving a bastion at this time, he also has another pearl trade underneath him, which he probably realizes. Not only does he have
Who's this?
everything. Well, maybe he doesn't realize he has another pearl trade down here. I guess he doesn't realize it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Now they're gonna pop up now. Yeah, there they are. Oh, gets another pearl trade. Holy pearls, dude. Oh my god, he has so many pearls. His trades are insane. Oh my god. Okay, so he's out. He knows where the fortress is, obviously. So he's just gonna go to it. I'm more pausing. This is actually insane. Wow. Pausing discussion is going to be quite a thing. For people who are unaware, there is a pretty big argument at the moment whether pausing should be allowed in runs or not, and like what's the limit on pausing. Personally, I am a fan of, I think, any pauses that are related to like frame rate should be allowed, but anything like this where you're just kind of like, for lack of a better term, abusing the pause system. Wow, hello, that's a blaze in your face. I personally don't like. Obviously, like, nothing against the runner. Like, this is an allowed thing. It's the smart thing to do because it's allowed. It's just personally, like, I don't really like doing that, personally. Gonna pillar up to kill a blaze here. 1 for 2 on blaze drops. I'm curious how fast he's gonna be on blaze trades. But the fact that he has divine, too, is just, like, absolutely insane. I don't know if anyone in his chat has pulled up the divine chart yet. But basically, the way that speedrunners know where to go with the fossil is, oh my god, there's so many blazes, is he can look at the chart, and the x coordinate of the fossil was 8, and there's a chart that'll tell you, like, okay, if your x coordinate's 8, that means that you want to blind here, here, or here, based on, 3 strongholds. There's 120 degrees angle for each one. Here's your 3 best spots to blind travel. This is really unfortunate. He's got a really awkward spot here. He's got 4 rods. I would probably just go up to those, up there, because he's got like 4. Something to note is he got incredibly lucky. All these blazes could have also been wither skeletons. He has like no wither skeletons to deal with, only like 2 or 3. So absolutely insane blaze rates here. Really, really nice. He's going to be blind traveling super fast. And this run is just absolutely wild.
Go off, please.
So he's got 5. I haven't been oh, he's got 6, so he's just out. Oh my god. Looking at his coordinates, figuring out the direction, I think is why he paused there. 7 minutes leaving the fortress. Absolutely wild. Yeah, trying to figure out his angle and where to go. I don't know if someone in his chat pulled up the divine chart. I missed it on like the bottom left if someone pulled it up. But he also could just know, which is pretty insane.
Divine travel.
Yes, okay, so he's realizing. He's realizing the divine travel now. I think he's going to pull up the chart himself.
Where was it?
Yes.
It was at 8.
So again, this is the
Right?
thing with the
Should I
pausing.
go check the VOD?
This is the thing with pausing. He's gonna check his own VOD for divine travel. That's so alpha. I definitely think people are gonna be more interested in discussing the pause meta
It was
more.
8.
This is something like
There's one
if I get a
negative.
divine in a run, a fossil in a run, I will like I have a command in my chat to look at a chart and
There you
people will
go.
tell me. So
Southwest.
this isn't really any different, but it's definitely
We're going
something
Marvel
that
and
is
stuff
gonna
like
warrant a discussion. Super interesting to see it finally pulled off in an actual run. I was honestly kind of a doubter on divine travel ever really working out in a run, but when you get a seed like this, just oh my goodness. I am much more of a divine travel like world record believer because this is divine travel and world record. I thought it would be like too hard and too unlikely and it would just be more common to get lucky, but I guess not. This is quite close to Vine. Quite close to Vine actually. I'm surprised it's this close. But obviously they know what they're doing.
As well.
They have the chart up. I don't have the chart memorized.
What?
This is a wide portal. I was just saying, wait, this is a little bit wide. Blind, and I've heard this is insane. Let's see it. Oh my god. Dude, what? Oh my god. That's actually so insane.
Dude.
What do you even do? Like, what do you even do? Holy cow.
Dude.
That's so insane. This run is insane. Again, the pause thing.
I can't pause.
But this is. Oh my! Wait!
I can't pause.
Are you kidding me?
It
Dude.
might time pauses.
Oh my god. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. That's like. Wow. This is still beatable. There have been a lot faster blind travels, but wow. And the enter obviously wasn't amazing, but
New string.
oh my god. This is insanity. This seat is just absolutely loaded. The blind there, just oh my goodness. Played extremely well, by the way. I haven't mentioned how well Brentilda is playing this seat. Like, extremely well. Textbook, basically everything. You can tell that they're a technical player. Just knows what to do in every situation here. Not even second-guessing anything that they're doing. Just so smart. Like, such smart gameplay. And just what an insane nether to end split. And now it's just, can the dragon please perch? Which I have had my own struggles with. I've entered the end on PB pace, on world record pace at times, and had the dragon not perch. Not this world record pace, but holy cow, dude. This pace is unbelievable. And there's the perch. And this should be pretty textbook from here. Just, wow. World record, easily. Sub 10. Wow. That's just so insane.
Oh my
938 flat.
dude. What?
That's insane. That's just absolutely insane. I guess to summarize it, there's still so much potential. You can think about the things like, obviously some amazing things happen in this run. Like, the blind is the best blind ever by far. No contest. Like, that's the best blind ever. Just an insane, everything basically past the getting the iron pick was just perfect. And this seed overall was just absolutely insane. Again, incredibly well played to Brentilda. Extremely deserved, by the way. Absolutely go check them out in the description down below. I am going to do my best to try and beat this on Twitch. Good luck, because I haven't even beaten my own PB in the last 5 months because of just... It's hard, but wow. Absolutely insane. And I look forward to continuing to speedrun and trying my best to beat the game faster and faster. So congratulations again to Brentilda. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like and comment what you thought, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, everyone.
The polling site for this video was powered by Fast Hosts. UK viewers can enter their competition to win a tech bundle and dream PC setup worth up to £5,000. There's a link in the description and a question at the end of the video. This isn't the first time that this question's been asked. Several web projects have tried to answer it before, some are still running and some are defunct, and the question itself has been used as a punchline, asked by an inept, self-obsessed radio DJ character.
What is the best thing?
Of course, there isn't a meaningful answer to that question, of course, but I think there are some really interesting challenges in trying to find an answer anyway, and the results can reveal a lot more than you might think. The first problem is trying to list everything. I know it's obvious to say, but there are a lot of things in the universe, so let's reduce the scope to everything that most people could form an opinion about. How do you get a list of everything like that? Well, the starting point is Wikidata. Everything that has a Wikipedia article also has an entry in Wikidata, but so does every category of things, every property that something might have, and every link and connection between all of those. And it's all designed to be processed by computers, so I figured I'd start by downloading it. More than a terabyte of data, more than 88 million things exhaustively described. And most of those things are not interesting. More than that, they're going to be a mystery to almost everyone. Every named location in the world, no matter how obscure, every species and genus of animal, enormous numbers of scholarly articles. If you show most of those to people and ask them to form an opinion, the answer isn't just going to be, I don't know. It'll be, I don't care. So I had to filter those 88 million things, and the first steps were actually kind of easy. First, I removed all listings for people. We're ranking things, so someone else can do who is the best person. You're welcome to that, but I just removed any item that was tagged with Q5 human. And that's good, that's a good start. Also, I removed all listings for groups of people because, yikes. Next, places. If you're doing what is the best thing, no country or river or building is ever going to win. It'll get voted down by political rivalries or people elsewhere who've never heard of it. So if the item was tagged with a latitude and longitude, it also got thrown out. Also, anything tagged as fictional got removed too, not works of art themselves, but characters and events that aren't part of reality. That still left an enormous number of items, but we're only looking for things that most people will know about, and there's a really good metric for that. I kept anything that had a Wikipedia article in at least 50 different languages. I tried different thresholds for that, but 50 seemed to have the right balance where almost everything that remained would be recognisable to most people. And that brought it down to 8,850 things, which is a manageable number. But there was no way to automate the last part. I had to manually check through all those thousands of things to find the bad ones. And that's not just things that most people would vote against because they're unpleasant or harmful, but things that no one should be asking about in a light-hearted web poll. Crimes against the person. A couple of disturbing things that were just listed as rituals. Anything to do with the Nazis, which it turns out is quite a lot. They kept showing up under apparently innocent categories. Like eugenics was just tagged as social philosophy. Mein Kampf just listed as written work. Unless you kept constantly vigilant for them, they kept trying to sneak in. Then there were the dull groups of things that could be summed up in a single entry instead. Every time zone, every language, every country's flag and national anthem, every individual book of every religious text, a lot of mythological figures who weren't tagged as either human or fictional. Hundreds of generic names of galaxies. Okay, you know what? I talked about that for far too long. Let's just say I removed the boring ones, okay? There are a lot of them. Let's skip forward. And then there was the vandalism, all of which has since been corrected, but in the snapshot I downloaded, someone had replaced the title of graphics with pro player de FIFA, and the description of worm with dog go fishing. Also, pipe organ was described as wind instrument that causes cancer. So there's someone out there who really, really doesn't like pipe organs. When all was done, 7,188 things. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. People would still find mistakes, and they did. But it was good enough. It was time to ask the world, which was best? One of the best approaches for ranking items in a list is to show them to people 2 at a time and then ask them to pick the best of each random pair. The best ones will be consistently voted for and the worst ones voted against. And as long as you have enough votes in total, you don't need to keep track of all the different pairings, just the total number of wins and losses for each item. Now, I've written code to do that before, so I just reused it, put a quick site together and launched it out on Twitter. My code broke immediately because I had forgotten to change one line before going live. I fixed it within a minute or so while 100 people rushed to tweet me about something that I obviously already knew about. Anyway, so 5 hours and more than 1.2 million votes later, the order of items had settled down and I closed the poll before anyone wrote code to try and break it. Now, you'll remember that each pairing was randomly chosen. That means that some items had more matchups than others just through sheer luck. The outliers were mold, which was in 125 matchups, and canal, which was in 236. There was the expected distribution between those. So, at this point, we had ranked everything. I don't want to spend too much time on the bottom of the list. It's a lot of nasty diseases and unpleasant concepts. Also, one of the Twilight movies. I will say that the worst thing is Lyme disease. I have no idea why. It did significantly worse than everything else by a good margin. Maybe statistically, out of the thousands of items, one had to get a lot of unlucky matchups, but honestly, it is a really long way below every other item. Coronavirus, also fairly low, and anything religious did quite poorly, which makes sense. If you're not religious, you're rarely going to vote for anything to do with faith, and if you are religious, you're hardly ever going to vote for anything other than your own faith. In hindsight, I should have done something like consolidate all the entries for faith-based stuff into one just called religion, which I'm sure wouldn't have caused me any problems at all. Anyway, the best things. First, let's be clear, these are the results as voted by the people who follow me on Twitter. This is about the best thing as decided by, if we're honest, a group of English-speaking, extremely online nerds. However, that's also going to be a lot of the people who watch this video, so I think it's fair to say, as voted by you, here are the top 10 best things. At number 10, privacy. And ranked above privacy at number 9, pizza. Is pizza better or more important than privacy? But pizza is more likely to win a matchup, and that's what counts here. By the way, the next highest food was ice cream at number 43, and while that could imply that my audience have the palates of 5-year-olds, I think it's more that while those may not be everyone's favourite foods, there are very few people who actively dislike them. So they'll win a lot of generic matchups just because of that. The next items up, knowledge, creativity, and logic, the foundations of human thought. Given my audience, that makes a lot of sense. Number 5, hugs, which Wikidata clinically describes as a form of endearment, universal in human communities. Granted, it's 2020 as this video goes out, so they're less universal than they perhaps should be right now, but that's still kind of lovely. Then we get to 3 items that I honestly wasn't expecting to be so high. At number 4, gravity. Sure, it is essential for the entire universe to work, I just didn't expect it to beat hugs. And then at number 3, the Earth's magnetic field. Like I said, extremely online nerds, because again, yes, essential for life to exist, but just to be clear, air and fresh water only just made the top 25, and somehow the Earth's magnetic field is at number 3. And it's at this point that I really start to doubt my own methodology, because at number 2 is electricity. I do realise that using an electronic device to run this poll does give that a certain advantage, but again, should that really be higher than air? Before we get to the best thing, though, here are some other interesting results in specific categories. The best part of the body is the brain. Space and time both fought and won exactly the same number of matchups. They landed in joint 36th place. Despite there being quite a few things about sex in the list, none of them got near the top 50.
Okay, I should have checked more than the top 50 before recording this, because it turns out that the highest rated sex thing is orgasm, and it got to number 69, and I swear I'm not making that up.
The best creatures are bees, then emperor penguins, then hedgehogs. The best colours are black, then blue, and the worst is brown. Love doesn't even make it into the top 100, it's down at 137, next to vitamin C and cryptography. And if that doesn't prove my audience isn't representative of the wider world, I don't know what does. Actually, I do know what does. Heterosexuality lost more than 50% of its matchups, while bisexuality was ranked only 1 item below doctors. Yes, It is ridiculous to try and rank everything like this, but the results do reveal things about this group of people, about the folks who tend to watch videos like this, and perhaps the most revealing thing is what placed first. It doesn't just tell you about the needs and desires of this audience, it's also something about the times we're living in. If we weren't in what seems to be such a rough year, if I were giving this talk to a live audience like I originally planned to, instead of standing in front of a green screen and talking to a camera in a tiny apartment, well then, in that case, maybe the results would have been different. But the best thing, according to this audience in mid-2020, the best thing is sleep. Have a good night, folks. I ran the polling site for this video on FastHosts, a web hosting company with more than 20 years' experience. Their dedicated servers can have up to 10 gigabit per second connectivity and unlimited bandwidth, and their Cloud and X platform lets you configure and scale your hosting hardware in real time with no upfront costs. All of their servers and engineers are based in the UK, and if you are too, then you can go to the link on screen or in the description to enter their competition to win a tech bundle and dream PC setup worth up to £5,000. If you can answer the techie test question they asked me to write, which is, what's the HTTP response code for OK? Terms and conditions are over on their site. The closing date is the 31st of October 2020. Good luck. This would have been a talk that I gave at a live show with an audience, but it's June 2020 as I record this, so instead I'm at home talking to my camera, and possibly my neighbours if they can hear me, and also cursing the drivers with loud engines who seem intent on making as much noise as possible directly outside my flat today. I asked 64,000 people about the children's rhyme Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, and here is what I found out. When I was a kid, the next line of that was Robin Flew Away. That was how the song went in my school, no more lines. Turns out there are multiple competing versions, including the one that singer and actor Robert Goulet sang on The Simpsons in December 1993. That version goes, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells.
Robin laid an egg, Batmobile lost its wheel, the Joker got away. Hey, thank you.
Flew Away versus Laid an Egg, two different bird jokes. And here's the hypothesis that I want to test, that The Simpsons measurably changed which version of that song was popular. That kids who saw that episode, either when it first aired or in reruns, either learned it for the first time from there, or it replaced the version they knew. Because according to various pop histories, that song was around for decades before The Simpsons. It probably started in California in the 60s, inspired by the Adam West Batman TV series. Then it was spread by military kids moving around America and the world with their families. Probably. There are other Jingle Bells parodies, including some really genuinely awful, bigoted ones. I am not considering them. I'm asking very specifically about the one where Batman smells. And never mind that it's entirely the wrong part of the year. It's 2020, time is meaningless. Let's talk about Jingle Bells in the middle of summer. So I sent out a survey. First, I asked each person for 2 bits of information: the year they were born and the country that they were in when they were 8. I figured 8 years old is about the right time for a kid to be endlessly singing this at their friends in the playground. Now, if the person answering said they were from the US or UK, I asked for their zip code, or for the first part of their postcode, from when they were a kid. That meant I could very roughly put a pin in a map for each of them. And there are those pins. Thank you very much to everyone who responded. And then I asked 2 questions. First, what they called the most basic playground chase game, what Americans call tag. And then second, to complete the song, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. For both those questions, I didn't offer any suggestions. I didn't want to prompt with any words that might make people go, oh yeah, sure, that one, I guess. They had to remember. Which was probably a good idea, but it meant that sifting through this data was a nightmare, because give people a blank text box and some of them will decide to tell you their life story in it. In the analysis, I only included respondents who used the word Robin in their answer. That's because for the first couple of hours of that survey being out, I hadn't made it clear that you could just leave that answer blank if you didn't know. So quite a lot of people who didn't know the song interpreted the question as, make up some lyrics of your own. That's my bad. I suspect a few people back then also Googled the answer, but I don't think that'll have affected the final results all that much. That also removed people who were just quoting either SpongeBob SquarePants or Madagascar. Those versions were just invented by scriptwriters and forced into kids' heads by marketing. I don't want to count those here. I was going to filter out anyone who didn't use either flew or egg, but it turns out that more than 1,000 people know the next line of the song as Robin ran away. I think if you don't have a bird pun in that line, you're missing out, but who am I to judge? I also filtered anything that was obviously spam or malicious. When all that was said and done, once all that filtering was finished, I had answers from 42,886 people who knew some version of the song with Robin. Here's the breakdown by year of birth and by geography. Now, while I'm still counting answers from earlier years, I'm only going to show graphs from 1973 and onwards, because those are the birth years where I have more than 50 replies from both the US and the UK. The graphs get weird before then, and I think that's because the number of people who put in false birth years starts to have a really significant effect. I also can't collect data from anyone born in 2007 or later, because the law is very strict on collecting data from kids under 13. So, with all that in place, I tracked keywords for the various versions of the song. If you had a completely unique version, I wasn't going to count it because it might contain personal information. Shout out to the one person who was insulting their siblings in their answer at great lengths and also explained all the jokes. But if a few people had roughly the same version, I did include a check for it. So let's talk about those many other variants. I'm not musical, and frankly singing a half dozen ridiculous versions of Jingle Bells sounds like something that will very much come back to haunt me. But I do know someone who can perform these far better than I can. Jack.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Santa Claus got a 44 and shot him in the head. Hey, Barbie dolls, tried to save his life. Teddy bear, stabbed him with a knife.
That version was only sent in by a few Australians, but also 2 people from northwest Washington, D.C., so maybe they were diplomatic or army kids? No idea. Oh, in other versions of that, it's Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse doing the stabbing because children are monsters. And on that note, let's cover the 39 people, again from all over the world, who all share this second verse.
Dashing through the snow on a pair of broken skis. O'er the hills we go, crashing into trees. The snow is turning red. I think I might be dead. I woke up in the hospital with stitches in my head. Oh,
that was one of the less violent versions of it. One ends with a request to be shot in the head. Now, like I said, I did rule out any answer that didn't include Robin, but I do want to highlight just one international version of Jingle Bells, just to show that this is not entirely an English-speaking joke. Sweden has many variations on this.
Jalla klang, sigla bakbok fram. I ett hand stod en björn, moder även gren. Hey!
The colour and particular private part of the bear that's been painted appear to change between people. Now, we get to the most common versions. One is almost exclusive to the UK and New Zealand because those are the countries that use the word motorway for big highways. More than 2,000 people have some variation on this.
Robin flew away. Uncle Billy lost his willy on the motorway. Ouch!
There are a long cast of characters, all of whom lost some usually intimate part of their body or clothing on various motorways that change depending on where in the UK you are. In South Wales, it's on the M4 motorway. In Scotland, the M9. Right, 62 people, almost all Australians, said the last line of that should be
Wonder Woman lost her bosom flying TAA.
TAA being a now defunct Australian airline. However, that is better than the 2 Scottish people who said it should be
Mr. Blobby did a jobby on the motorway.
And the idea of 90s kids TV fever nightmare Mr. Blobby just defecating in the middle. I can't say that. Then there's this one from 221 mostly British people where after Robin flew away,
he landed on a football pitch and didn't know how to play.
And then from 23 British people, mostly 80s kids,
Kojak lost his lollipop, so he bought a Milky Way.
Kojak, fictional TV detective with a lollipop, part of pop culture in the UK in the 80s.
He lost his pants in the middle of France and he found him in Bombay.
Again, British, more than 100 people, version after version after version of the song came up as being popular over here, but not in the US or Canada. There was only one significant variant that I could find that was definitely North American.
The Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker did ballet.
More than 1,500 people know that version, including more than 15% of the Canadians who replied. Almost no one outside North America has heard it. There were a couple of smaller American variations.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid a gun. Shot a tree and made it be a 1980 word.
90 people, with a big cluster in the Pacific Northwest. The exact year changes, but almost everyone in that group agreed that Robin laid the gun. And the final North American variant is...
And the Joker saved the day.
Which just seems a bit half-assed, frankly, like it got made up by a parent trying to give the kids something more wholesome to sing. But it was only 35 people. America seems to have way fewer regional variations than the UK, and I have no idea why. That doesn't just happen for songs either. In this book, from 1959, The Law and Language of School Children, Iona and Peter Opie conducted a survey of dozens of schools in Britain asking about the words and rhymes they use. It is a famous piece of research, but it's also a catalogue on how children are really cruel to each other. There's a whole chapter in here on nicknames and epithets. I'll just read from the table of contents here. They have a list of names for spoilsports, sourpusses, spitfires, cleverdicks, dafties, fools, dunces, copycats, cribbers, cheats, swankpots, nosy parkers, starecats, cowards, crybabies, sneaks, crawlers, bullies. Plus there's a whole section on tortures and hair pulling and a separate chapter on physical appearance insults. Children are monsters. Anyway, what this book also has are maps, which are the best known bit. This old copy here actually has its spine broken on one of the map pages because someone's clearly photocopied it. This map covers truce terms, the words that kids use to say that they are temporarily out of the game because they've got stitch or they're tying their shoelaces. In the UK, those words change not just in different parts of the country, but even from one town to the next. And that's why I asked about the game that people call tag. Because if you're American, of course it's called tag. More than 96% of Americans and Canadians replying said it was called tag. And almost everyone who disagreed misidentified a different game and wrote something like hide and seek, maybe because they didn't think I'd be asking such a simple question. In America, it's called tag. In Britain, only 29% of people called it tag. Not only are there different names, but just like the Opies did for truce terms, you can draw a map of what tag is called around the UK. For some reason, America tends to be one massive, homogenous blob, even for games and songs that are made up more recently, whereas Britain has loads of variants. Which brings me, finally, to the big question. Is it laid an egg or flew away? And did The Simpsons change it? So first of all, let's compare the basic numbers. Now, all I'm doing here is showing the percentage of people who said laid an egg out of all the replies who knew some version of the song. And yes, you can see egg by far the most popular. 78% said it's egg. So it seems like there's a clear winner until you break it down by country. More than 98% of Americans said it was laid an egg. 98%. You can't get 98% of Americans to agree on anything. Of course, The Simpsons chose it. Only someone who grew up outside the US would ever think that sounds wrong. But Robin Flew Away is clearly the British version. But remember, the answers were also broken down by year of birth. For the US, it's always a very high percentage, of course, but if The Simpsons had an effect in the UK, then we would expect to see that 90s kids, which means people born from the early 80s onwards, they will be more likely to know the egg version. And I wish I had a camera on my face when I first saw that data. I could not ask for better proof of that hypothesis. Can I 100% trace that back to The Simpsons? No, of course not. There could be some other factor. But The Simpsons was one of the most important pop culture shows in the UK in the mid-90s. A lot of folks will have seen that episode, and I cannot think of any other reason for that change. And it also explains why the change happens everywhere in the UK at once. This isn't a local version that spread outward from a single location. It's a version that appeared everywhere, probably because it was imposed by television. And as The Simpsons drifts into history, as kids aren't watching it anymore, the British versions of the song are reasserting themselves. Yes, America, Robin might well lay an egg for you, but over here, he flies away. Thank you, Jack.
Thanks. Today's sponsor is...
I've invited 3 YouTubers to come over and play a trivia quiz. But doing that in reality is a bit difficult at the minute, so instead, they will be joining me virtually at the top of this broadcast tower, where one of them will win tonight's star prize. 20 seconds to plug their stuff at the end of this video. We did kind of blow the budget on the set. Anyway, 3 players, 1 of them will win, and 2 will be disconnected. Players, welcome to the top of the tower. It's good to see you all. Jaden, I'm going to come to you first. How are you doing? How's life?
It's pretty good. Working and that's it. But it's good.
There are a lot of folks I know who have work and not much else going on right now.
It's fair, though. Not much is happening right now.
How are Ari and Tofu?
They're pretty good. They're not here because they'd yell a lot, so they're somewhere else. But they're still good.
I'm going to point out for folks who don't know, they are the birds.
They're my birds. Back there.
All right, well, thank you very much for coming along. You and your opponents all have 3 bars of signal. Lose all your bars of signal, and you are off the show and disconnected.
We fall off the tower.
To our deaths.
That's when I get a bit more budget for this. Although, that is a brilliant idea, Hank, and I'm going to file that away for later. The important thing is you don't lose a bar of signal for getting a question wrong. You lose a bar of signal for getting a question wrong and your opponent's calling you on it. So if you don't know the answer, bluff. Sound confident, pretend that you do. So, Jaden, first question. Got a choice of categories for you. Would you like crimes or colourful birds?
Oh, that's an easy one. I would like colorful birds, please. I own 2.
I am just reading down the top of this, and fine, you get colourful birds. Which colourful bird was chosen to be the national bird of India in 1963?
Why would anyone know this?
I just need to run through colorful birds real quick.
Colourful birds from India.
The peacock?
Jaden says the peacock. Ellen, Hank, how do you feel about that answer? So here's how it works. You can choose to challenge that answer if you want to. If you do, put your hand up, say you challenge. First one to do that will take on Jaden. If you challenge and Jaden's wrong, then she loses the bar of signal. But if you challenge and she was right, you lose the bar of signal. But there is one other thing, that if she can sneak a wrong answer past both of you, you both lose a bar of signal. So, Jaden says peacock. Would you like to challenge that answer?
Well, here's the thing. I think that it's completely possible that it is peacock, but I do not think that Jaden knew that it was peacock, because she did not seem at all certain. And I think that there are many colorful birds.
Maybe.
Of which peacock is one.
I think peacock is the most colorful bird, so it's a pretty strong answer.
Ellen, Hank, are you going to challenge? No, and you are absolutely right. Jaden is the peacock. Was that...
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Totally gonna pretend that I knew that.
I'll do celebratory peacock call.
That's a good peacock call.
That is what they sound like.
Ellen, how is Dungeons and Dragons going?
I'm having fun every 2 weeks, sitting in my room dressed up as a wood elf druid, pretending to be a cat, a bear, and an octopus at various points. It's great fun.
You've convinced me. I'm tuning in.
Alan, choice of categories. Would you like island nations or film directors?
Film.
All right. Which film director also directed the pop video for Michael Jackson's Thriller?
Oh, I know this. I also know the dance.
Thank you for the demonstration. I'm glad someone did that, because I wasn't gonna.
Just in case, a reminder. Yeah. The director is John Landis.
Does anyone want a challenge?
No.
I do not.
Everyone's looking quiet on this one. Ellen, you are absolutely right. It is John Landis.
Yes!
Yeah.
Nice.
You can't challenge when it's right, huh?
If you get the answers right, you cannot lose bars of signal here. Hank, I have to ask you before we get to the question, how is TikTok going?
Oh, it's. I mean, as a creator, I find it to be very fun. I find it to be asking me to have fun, which is great, because other platforms are asking me for other things right now, which are also important. But I'm terrified of all social media platforms. We're recording this on the day that it turned out that Twitter basically gave hackers access to everyone's accounts.
Yeah.
So why are we doing any of this, you guys? Yeah. I gotta delete all my DMs right now.
Hank, I saw your edamame bean TikTok on my Twitter feed the other day. And it was a good TikTok. Good job.
Hey, thanks. I was super drunk. Thanks.
Yeah, that's what made it.
Hank, this is an interesting pair of categories for you. We have board games or US states.
I mean, I know about both of those things. I'll go with US states because I will be less ashamed if I get it wrong.
All right, which US state plays host to the annual stock car race called the Daytona 500?
Oh, that isn't fair. I grew up in Florida. That's where I'm from. Sorry, you guys.
That is either the most confident bluff I have ever seen or someone who grew up in Florida. Jaden, Ellen, what do you want to do?
Nothing.
Yeah, no,
I would challenge someone who grew up around the question.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Again, I am just reading these in the order they're on here. Hank, you got fortunate there. So, round 1 over, 3 lives intact, the questions get harder. Jaden, would you like planets or Asian countries?
Planets.
Planets, all right.
Please.
Which planet of the solar system has the hottest average surface temperature?
Mercury.
Jaden says Mercury. Right. Ellen, Hank.
I think I should challenge it.
Now, that was not technically a challenge. That was the thought that you might.
Thank you for sharing your opinion, Hank. Let's move on.
The triple chest, and then our next step is to get into this room down here. There's 2 ways of doing this. The first one is to come over to this staircase, line yourself up with the bottom staircase block, and then either fall or dig straight down, because sometimes there will be like blocks in your way, and you can just dig straight down until you find this little opening in the wall.
What? What happened here? What happened to that room? Maybe it was supposed to be the other side.
There's 2 ways of doing this. The first one is to come over to this staircase, line yourself up with the bottom staircase block, and then either fall or dig straight down, because sometimes there will be like blocks in your way, and you can just dig straight down until you find this little opening in the wall, and then you just want to break this block, and now you've made it to this room. The other option is to stand right here and break this chest so that you get everything inside and anger all of the piglin around you, and then you want to come to this outer corner, and you'll see this staircase right here, and just follow the staircase straight down, and you can see we are once again in this room. You'll also have a bunch of piglin chasing you, so you want to place a block right here. Now that we
Okay, let's try that. So I do not know what happened. Don't think I went the right way.
the piglin around you, and then you want to come to this outer corner, and you'll see the stair.
What is this? I guess I have to find another bastion. It's annoying. What happened to that thing? I got scammed in that bastion. That's really annoying. I get to go to a whole new one. There's that one left to take. Back near my portal. Yeah, I guess I can try going this way. Where am I? Forgot. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Where did the outside world go? I'm lost. Forgot I had these too. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened. still can't tell what this is.
So in this video, I'm going to show you how to route a is if you look in the shorter section, right in the middle area that kind of has blocks scattered all over. If you see this, you'll instantly know that it is So in this video, I'm going to show you how to still a little bit new to speed into two sections, this taller section and a much shorter, more open section. But if you watch the housing video, then you'll know that these two bastions look very
Okay, so this is a stables. I'm just stupid. Let's look at the triple. I think. It's hard to tell. Bro, what the heck? What?
similar, so a good way to tell this apart from housing is these archways that are on the front of the shorter section, as well as the fact that the Hoglin stables has a bunch of Hoglins all over the place. So now that you've correctly identified the stables bastion, you're going to notice that there's 1, 2, 3 towers. So the first thing we need to do
this iron pickaxe. God, what was that? Why was that so bad? Well, I'm gonna take a break. Be right back.
Ellen, what do you think?
It's the closest to the sun, but also it depends what the planets are made up of, because some of them are gaseous, and sometimes the gaseous planets are hotter. I don't know whether the distance from the sun also makes a difference as well. It's been a while since I've looked at any of this sort of stuff.
Do either of you want to challenge? Hank has put his hands up. Hank is challenging. What do you think the answer might be? You don't need to be right. Like, you've challenged, that's all that counts.
Well, here's the situation. It depends on what you mean. Clearly, the surface of Jupiter is hotter than the surface of Mercury, because Jupiter does have a surface down there somewhere, and it is extremely hot. But also, Venus's atmosphere keeps it extremely hot, and I think that at surface is the hottest part of Venus, which I think on average makes it hotter than Mercury.
Hank, you are absolutely right. Jaden, it was a wrong answer, unfortunately, and Hank has called you on it, so you are down to 2 bars of signal.
Crap. I feel like I would have challenged myself too. As soon as I said, I was like, that's not right.
I sort of knew, but then I didn't trust myself.
Ellen, next question to you. I've got a choice of category for you. You can have body joints or cartoon characters.
Ooh.
I'll go cartoon characters.
All right. The cartoon character Norville Rogers is better known by which nickname? Ellen, I'm just you're meant to bluff. Just gonna throw that out there. Bluffing is good.
I know this. Yes, I believe it was an alternate name for Orville the Rabbit.
Orville the Rabbit.
Orville the Rabbit? Jaden, is Orville the Rabbit a thing? You'd make cartoon characters.
Oh, but I don't do rabbits. I'm thinking about if Roger Rabbit is connected with any of this.
Is this a British thing?
I'm not gonna let you know.
Is anyone challenging?
Someone give me the answer.
I'm not seeing any challenges. Last call.
Jaden, we got to challenge. I'm fine. I will challenge. Jeez.
You've got life to spare. You took one of my bars, Hank.
Challenges. Orville the Rabbit. Is that actually a cartoon character?
I'm not saying it.
Given all the pop culture knowledge here, I was expecting one person to know that Norville Rogers is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Ellen, it's a wrong answer, I'm afraid, and Hank correctly called you on it. So that is a bar of signal gone for you. You're down to 2, and Hank, the next question is for you.
I gotta say, one of the things you said in the email invite was this will be a fun, low stress, no prizes. I'm not experiencing no stress.
Categories for you. I can give you measures of length or rivers. Which would you like?
I'll take measures of length, Tom.
All right. What measure of length is equal to 1/8 of a mile?
1/8 of a mile. I think that would be a decimeter?
Decimeter, says Hank. Jaden, Ellen, how do you feel about that?
Hank's smart, so...
I didn't even know what like a decimeter was.
I'm assuming decimeter is 100 meters.
Don't look at me. I'm not giving you hints on this.
Sure.
The skeptical look on your face, Ellen.
I'm going to trust him on it, I think.
Hank, how much of a bluff was that? Because I've got to level with you. Combining the US and metric systems was an interesting strategy.
I don't even know what a decimeter is. I'm not entirely sure it's a thing.
It's 10 centimeters.
It's 10 centimeters?
It's 1/10 of a meter.
Oh my God. I was thinking it sounded small, but I was like...
Was I thinking decameter? What was I thinking?
I don't know what you were thinking. The answer is furlong. And Jaden, Ellen, you should have challenged. Hank has snuck a wrong answer past both of you. So Jaden, you are down to 1 bar of signal. Ellen, you are down to 1 bar of signal.
Oh no. Do people know about furlongs?
You are both in the United States and of the generation that would be expected to get US measurements. I had high hopes for you on that one.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed by the metric mess up that I made. So you guys should also be embarrassed for your imperial problems.
We should all be embarrassed.
Jaden, Ellen, you are both in a precarious position. It's a little bit safe for you, Jaden, because a right answer cannot lose you a bar, no matter what. So if you get this right, we know you're safe for now. So, would you like musicals or comic villains?
Oh, God. I'll do comic villains.
All right. Which comic villain did Arnold Schwarzenegger play in the 1997 film Batman and Robin?
Oh, I was ready to say the Terminator, but that's not my answer. I heard the rest of the question. I'm nervous because Ellen looks like she knows the answer.
I was 17 years old in 1997. How old were you, Jaden?
I was busy being born.
I have this film on VHS at one point in my life. That's how.
Oh, it's not looking good,
I have an
Jaden.
advantage here.
It's not looking good.
There's no like lifelines and stuff in this show, right?
No.
The Penguin.
Jaden says the Penguin.
That is great. You came up with a Batman villain and you did it with strength.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah, I was in the ballpark, right?
You really are.
Yeah.
Honestly, temperature-wise, especially.
Oh, Alan, that is very hard.
There is a link.
Someone's got a challenge. Who's it going to be? Yeah, it's Mr. Freeze. It's Mr. Freeze. You were very, very close with the Penguin.
Oh,
so close.
Was the Penguin also in that movie too?
If he wasn't played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jaden, I'm really sorry. It happened quickly, but that is your last bar of signal gone. Thank you very much for playing. It's been a pleasure to have you, but you have been disconnected.
Thanks for having me.
Ellen, Hank, congratulations.
It was to save myself. I'm sorry.
Congratulations to both of you. We will see you in the second round after this commercial break. This is not a green screen. It's an LED wall and LED floor, one of the smart stages here at White Light Studios in West London. It's connected to an extended reality system made by Disguise, which tracks the position of that camera over there and renders the scene from exactly the right perspective, including filling in the gaps around the stage with virtual set extensions. If we can move that camera around a lot, it is a really weird feeling standing here with distant objects moving around me, but from the camera's perspective, it looks perfect. And the big advantage over green screen is I can make eye contact with people. I don't have to cheat my eye line or rely on a monitor. Everyone is exactly where they're supposed to be. And I don't have to worry about finding my mark either, because my mark is literally just there for me to see. Semi-transparent objects just work. Refraction and reflection just work because there's real light to be refracted and reflected. The studio lights track me in real time and make sure that I'm spotlit as well. No post-production, all real-time rendering. This can go straight to hard disk or live broadcast. In the next episodes of Disconnected, I'll talk more about how this works behind the scenes, but until then, thank you to Disguise, who built the tools that make this work, and White Light, who've pioneered this around the world for years. There are links to both of those in the description. Right, back to the show. Players, congratulations on making it through to round 2. You both now have 2 bars of signal for this final round, and it's going to be head-to-head. I'm going to name a category of things, and all you have to do is name things in that category, back and forth, one after the other. If you have a wrong answer and your opponent challenges you on it, you lose a bar of signal. But if you challenge your opponent and they were right, you lose the bar of signal. No penalty here for letting a wrong answer slip past you. It just makes your job harder. Does that all make sense? All right, Hank, you had more bars going into this round, so you are going to be going first. We are looking for fruits that end in the word berry. So just to be clear, these are any fruits and plants whose names, typically in English, end in berry. Beware, botanically, they may not be true berries. That doesn't matter. We're looking for the English name. So Hank, you to serve.
Strawberry.
Hank says strawberry. Ellen.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Hank.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. So far, I'm guessing no one's challenging. Ellen.
Elderberry.
Ellen says elderberry. Hank.
Blackberry.
Gooseberry.
Gooseberry. Hank. Confidently nodding there.
Hayberry.
Hayberry. Oh, now you look skeptical here, Alan.
I'm like, is that fake or is it just American?
Wow, that's a very, very different set of things there. Fake or American.
I'm gonna let it slide. Dewberry.
Dewberry, says Alan.
Dewberry.
Hank.
I'm gonna challenge Dewberry. Doesn't sound real.
Is that a challenge?
It's a challenge. I challenge Dewberry.
That is a challenge from Hank. Now, I'll tell you this much. Hayberry is not a berry. You could have challenged on that, Ellen.
I should have.
I think a hayberry is a berry.
I don't have hayberry on the list here. It doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't matter because, Ellen, you didn't challenge. But you did say dewberry. You didn't say dewberry. Dewberry is just a word for, like, a knick-knack. You said dewberry. Hank.
I think it is a confident bluff. I think she did great, but I've never heard of that thing.
Ellen, have you ever eaten a dewberry?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Neither do I, but I'll tell you what, it is a type of berry. You are absolutely right. I don't know where from your memory you dragged that up, but it was a great answer. Hank, that is a bar of signal away from you. Ellen, congratulations. It's 2 bars to 1, and you have first service on this next list. We are looking for countries that have a royal family. So this is any sovereign state which currently has a monarch of head of state. It includes those in the Commonwealth if they are still ruled by Queen Elizabeth II. Ellen, it is you to serve.
Okay. Denmark.
Hank.
I'm going to go with the United Kingdom.
I did wonder why you let Hank have that gift there.
Yeah, I just thought I'd be nice.
Guessing you're not challenging that one. Ellen, back to you.
Spain.
Ellen says Spain. Hank?
Canada.
Canada.
Well, it is in the Commonwealth, so yeah. Australia.
Hank?
Sweden.
Ellen.
Trying to remember which. Oh yeah, Finland.
Ellen says Finland.
Saudi Arabia.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Now we're playing that game, huh? It's just like, all right, let's Commonwealth countries.
Both Hank and I went, ooh. I can't see the list here, by the way. Hank?
I had one in my head that I knew. Oh, the Netherlands.
Hank says the Netherlands. Ellen?
New Zealand.
Oh,
Ellen?
dang it. Why didn't I say New Zealand? Poland.
Ellen?
I'm not sure about that. I'm going to challenge that. I'm
Dang
going to go
it.
for it.
Dang it, I have no idea if Poland has a monarch. It's been around for a while, but maybe probably not that long. I don't know.
That is a challenge from Ellen. So here's the thing, Hank. You could have challenged on Finland. Finland does not have a monarchy.
Really?
You could have challenged on Trinidad and Tobago. It's a republic. That was a wrong answer. But you didn't. And all the answers you gave before that, UK, Canada, Sweden, Saudi Arabia, Netherlands, they were fine. Denmark, Spain, Australia, all fine. None of that matters. It matters about Poland. And
Poland had monarchs. I know it has had monarchs.
And now they have a president. It is a wrong answer. Hank. Ellen, you were correct to challenge. Hank, I'm sorry, that is your last bar of signal gone. Hank, it has been lovely to have you here, but you've been disconnected. Good night. Ellen, that is the show.
I don't know how I did that.
You win the end card. You win 20 seconds to plug everything you do and anything you want. That is the end of our show. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. We will see you around. Ellen, 20 seconds. Take it away.
Hello, I am Ellen Rose, also known as Ickle Nelly Rose on YouTube and the internet. I also work at Outside Extra. We are the sister channel to Outside Xbox. We will tell you all about video games and such. Please do come and follow me. I do loads of streams. It's a lot of fun. I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. So, hey, old school, someone, hello.
On today's show, lasers, explosions, and a death-defying stunt with a chainsaw. Okay, all of that was a lie, but we do have 3 great players, some tricky questions, and this massive broadcast tower. It's a game of confidence, a game of bluff, and a game of making sure that you've got your camera at a flattering angle. At the end of the show, 1 person will win, and 2 will be disconnected. Players, welcome to the top of the tower. Shall we play?
It's very nice to be up here.
Lovely to be here.
I'm slightly scared of heights. You notice.
You all have 3 bars of signal. You're coming in loud and clear. If you lose all those bars of signal, you are disconnected and off the show. But you don't lose a bar for getting a question wrong. you lose a bar for getting a question wrong and being called on it. Alec, I'll come to you first. How are you doing out there in Chicago?
Absolutely fine. It's the weather's good. It's going a little crazy, staying inside all the time, but other than that, lovely time.
Alec, I owe you an apology about toasters. You did a video about toasters which corrected mine, and mine was entirely wrong. Does the toaster still work?
Yes, I use it every day now. It works beautifully, and it makes the best toasts you've ever had.
Wait, were you the one that made that video with the super old toaster that automatically pulls the toast down, the bread down? Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that's me.
I had no idea how that came up on my feed, but I keep thinking about it every time I have uneven toast.
It's an amazing toaster, and I guess I'm famous for toasters now.
Alec, first question goes to you. Remember, if you don't know, bluff. You don't lose a bar for being wrong, you lose a bar for being wrong and being called on it. So, would you like tennis players or capital cities?
Gonna have to go with capital cities.
All right, I thought you might. Which capital city is served by Narita International Airport?
My gut tells me that's gotta be Tokyo.
Sally, Aaron, we now go to you two. If you think that's wrong, you should challenge. And if the challenge is correct, if the answer is wrong, he'll lose a bar of signal. But beware, because if you challenge incorrectly, if it is Tokyo, you will lose a bar of signal. But don't be too cautious, because if he can sneak a wrong answer past both of you, you both lose a bar. So with that in mind, do either of you want to challenge?
So we're trusting his gut over every other country. I feel like the sheer number of countries means he's probably not right. Do you agree?
Statistically,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I've never heard of Narita.
Yeah.
So I'm relying on you, Aaron.
Don't rely on me. Don't rely on me. You're the scientists.
And this is a geography question?
And this is a geography question. Okay, I'm an economist. I know nothing.
Okay, so we've agreed we're both useless.
Yeah, but he might be more useless.
All you have to do to challenge is put your hand up and say that you're challenging. You don't need to correct the answer, you just need to know that it's wrong.
Oh, this is prisoner's dilemma all over again.
I'm sorry, Alec. I think we're gonna have to challenge.
Aaron has challenged. All right. Alec, Narita International Airport. You ever been there?
No.
Do you know your airport codes? Was it a guess?
It was very much a guess based on knowing that it was a capital city and what it sounded like.
It was a very good guess. Tokyo is the correct answer. Aaron, you shouldn't have challenged.
What?
That is a bar of signal away from you, Aaron.
That's ridiculous. Oh my God, I'm so impressed.
Sally, we're off to you next. How are you doing?
Okay.
You have a lot of green plants in your background there.
These are only some of my plant babies. I surround myself in a jungle at all times. I am going very much insane with the lack of contact, hence why I am even more competitive to win this so I don't get disconnected, because I need human contact right now.
You once said to me that your personal brand, your YouTube brand, was being the smartest person in the room.
Yeah. And I'm also highly competitive. So I'm going to be in an awful mood this evening if I lose.
All right, good luck. Would you
goodness.
like winter sports or vegetables?
Vegetables.
All right, which vegetable is the main ingredient in sauerkraut?
Cabbage.
Sally says cabbage. Alec, Aaron, do either of you want to challenge?
She said it as if it was obvious. I think we accept, especially after the last one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
All right, no challenge. Sally, you're absolutely right. That is the correct answer, so we move on. Aaron, how are you doing out there?
I'm good. Peaceful town of Nottingham. Nothing much happens. Just living the tech YouTuber life.
The last time I saw you, you had a Galaxy Fold as your phone, and you didn't know how you thought about it then.
No, I still don't know. Honestly, it feels like the next generation of phones. But at the same time, because it's so new, there's so many problems with it. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. I think folding phones will become better.
All right, well, you're on 2 bars of signal. Let's see if we can keep you there on this question.
Before my first question.
Would you like Disney films or chemical elements?
I wouldn't consider either an area of expertise. Let's go Disney film.
All right, which Disney film was finishing production when Walt Disney himself died in 1966?
I believe that was Cinderella.
Cinderella, says Aaron. Alec and Sally, what do you reckon? Oh.
That's definitely not right.
Oh, no.
He's in there.
And Alec challenges immediately.
I said with such confidence, though.
Why do you think it's wrong?
I'm pretty certain that Cinderella is came out in the 1950s.
You are absolutely right to make that call. Aaron, I'm sorry, it was the Jungle Book. Jungle Book was 1966. It was a tricky question, but I'm afraid you're down to 1 bar of signal. This puts you in a tricky position. You can't let a wrong answer slip past now. But we'll see how you go. Alec, this question's for you. Would you like world figures or parts of a fish?
Oh, let's go with parts of a fish.
Parts of a fish, all right. Which part of a fish, also known as guanine, is used in lipstick, nail polish, and eyeshadow?
Ooh, did you say part or parts?
Which part of a fish? It is a combined part of a fish and makeup question.
Great. I will just have to say the scales.
Alec says the scales. Sally, Aaron, do either of you want to challenge?
What did you say in the question it was also known as?
Guanine.
Do you have any initial thoughts?
Yes, it's adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Guanine is an amino acid, so it could be found anywhere in the fish. But I don't think it will be scales. So I'm going to challenge
There's
that.
a hand up there. That is a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge as well.
Sally put a hand up first. Alec, were you trying to sound less confident there, or do you genuinely not know the answer?
I genuinely didn't know the answer. I was totally bluffing.
It was a very good guess. You are absolutely right with scales. Sally?
Wow.
No, I've been brought down on a biology question. The shame.
That is unlucky. Sally, you are down to 2 bars of signal. And the next question goes to you. Would you like feelings or famous Americans?
Feelings.
Feelings, all right. What feeling are you afraid of if you are agliophobic?
The feeling of stickiness.
Stickiness, says Sally.
It's
so
unusual
hard.
textures.
Unusual textures and stickiness, says Sally. So that is agliophobia. Alec, Aaron, it is your choice to call. Now, Aaron, you are in a precarious position here. If the answer is wrong and you let it slip past, you're out. But if the answer is right and you challenge, you're also out.
So it's, do I trust Sally?
Alec, I suspect with 3 bars, you're going to sit pretty here and let him make the decision.
Yeah.
I feel like Sally has the credentials to be right on this. But is she? I'm going to sit pretty.
Aaron, you have not challenged. Alec, you've not challenged. Sally, agliophobia. Why did you go for
Thank
aglio?
God for that. No clue.
I thought you might be doing something on Latin or endings or starts or anything there.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to challenge.
You're absolutely wrong, Sally. It is pain, but that means you snuck a wrong answer past both your opponents. Alec, you go down to 2 bars, but Aaron, I'm afraid you go down to 0. It has been lovely seeing you, but I'm afraid you're disconnected. Goodbye.
Short but sweet.
Alec, Sally.
Brutal.
We'll see you in round 2 after this commercial break. This is a smart stage at White Light in West London. Each wall is roughly equivalent to 1 HD monitor, and all the images are rendered in real time by Disguise's XR pipeline. But we're also using virtual set extensions, so when the camera would see the black box that surrounds the smart stage, the render pipeline composites more of the virtual set. That's also how the railings that appear in front of me are added. But the catch is, LED walls like this look slightly different in brightness and colour based on the angle you view them from and the ambient lighting, and different camera lenses will warp the scene slightly differently. If you just put bits of the original scene straight onto the camera's output, there'd be an incredibly obvious join around the edges where it doesn't match up. So there is an automatic calibration process. The Disguise pipeline sends test patterns to the smart stage and then works out what it needs to change to match what the camera is seeing from all possible angles. So the world I appear to be in can be truly enormous, as long as I stay on the stage. Thanks so much to all the teams at Disguise and White Light for letting me use the smart stage. There are links to both of them in the description. All right, back to the show. Players, welcome back to the top of the tower. The sun is setting, and it's time for the head-to-head round. I'm going to give you a category, and you're going to start naming things back and forth in that category. I'm not going to tell you if they're right or wrong. If you decide not to name the next thing, but to challenge your opponent's answer, that's the only answer that's going to count. If that challenge is correct, if their answer was wrong, then they lose a bar of signal. But if you challenge a good answer, you lose a bar of signal. And you only have 2 of them each in this round. Alec, we're going to start with you. Your first category is countries that use a dollar for their currency. So just to be clear, we are looking for members of the United Nations where a currency called dollar is recognized as a legal tender. And it's you to serve, so give me a country.
The United States.
Alex says the United States.
I'm not going to challenge that one.
Sally, name your next one.
So it just has to have dollar in the name.
Yeah, they have to have a dollar as their currency.
Canada.
Sally says Canada. Alec?
The Bahamas.
Sally, you can challenge it or name another.
Australia.
Alec?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Sally, you said New Zealand, then corrected yourself. So Alec has said New Zealand. Are you going to challenge it, or are you going to name another?
I genuinely don't know if New Zealand is the dollar or not.
There's no harm in letting a bad answer go past in this round. It's just the one you challenge.
This is the thing. As long as I can think of another one. Oh, Madagascar.
How do you feel about that one?
She seemed pretty certain, so I don't think I'm going to challenge it.
So what's your next answer?
Panama.
Panama, says Alec. Sally?
Trying to think of all the places where I've been. I'm going to challenge because I genuinely can't think of any more.
All right, it's a valid strategy. So, Panama has been challenged. I'll tell you this, United States, Canada, Bahamas, Australia, New Zealand, all correct answers. Madagascar, not a correct answer.
They use francs. They're an ex-French colony.
They might be, but they actually use the Malagasy aeriary. I'll be honest, I'm reading that off my screen and I've never heard that word before in my life, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that was not challenged. What matters is Panama. Sally, Panama does use the dollar. It's tied to the US dollar. So unfortunately, you lose the bar of signal. Alec, was that a guess?
It was half guess because I wasn't sure, but I figured all the influence we had with the Panama Canal probably led to the dollar being used there.
Yeah, and the two currencies are tied together. So Sally, you are down to 1 bar of signal. So, Alec, 2 bars left. Sally, 1 bar left. You need to win this list. And the list is...
I need to win, full stop. That's the motto of my life. I need to win. It's very important to me.
We are looking for Time Magazine's People of the Year. So we are looking for any named individual who appeared on the front cover of Time's Man of the Year or Person of the Year issue. If there are group nominations, each individual counts, but they must have been named. So someone like The Whistleblowers or You doesn't count. They've got to have a name. And Sally, it is you to start.
Barack Obama.
Sally says Barack Obama. Alec.
Nelson Mandela.
Alec replies with
Malala.
Nelson. Whoa, that was fast. Malala, says Sally. Alec.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. That face, Sally.
Oh. It's okay, I know another one. Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg, says Sally.
I have to think of all the people that are probably, or I could convincingly say I remember, were in the magazine. So I'm going to say Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, says Alec.
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama, replies Sally. Alec, the face being screwed up there.
Yep, I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to challenge that because this is a horrible round and I'm going to lose either way. So I'm going to challenge that.
You both seem to be having a bit of trouble with that one. I'll tell you this much. Barack Obama, yep, absolutely right. In fact, every modern US president is on that list. They always get picked as Person of the Year.
Even Trump.
Even Trump. The Person of the Year in a presidential election year is always picked. Nelson Mandela, also a correct answer. Greta Thunberg, also a correct answer. Michael Phelps is not.
I wasn't sure about that one.
Robin Williams, definitely not. But none of those matter, because Sally, you didn't challenge. Instead, you were challenged on Michelle Obama, who was never Person of the Year. Alec, it is a correct challenge.
Goodbye, world.
Sally, it's been lovely having you here, but I'm afraid that takes you down to 0 bars of signal and you are disconnected. Alec, this gives you the grand prize. You get the end card of this video. You have 20 seconds to plug everything of yours. That's our show. Have a good night, everybody. Alec, take it away.
Well, you should check out the YouTube channel Technology Connections. That's literally everything I have to plug. It's a very increasingly silly channel about old technologies, the history of technologies, and also some concepts based around technology. So if you want to learn about the best toaster that was ever made or about air conditioners and why there are certain ones you shouldn't like, you should check out my channel.
Most quizzes are about knowing the right answer, and that will help you here, sure. But this is a show where if you're confident enough, you might be able to win without knowing any of the answers. As long as no one calls your bluff. 3 players are joining me here at the top of this tower. 1 will win, and 2 will get disconnected. Welcome to the top of the tower. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for coming out. Let's play a quiz. You all have 3 bars of signal. If you lose all those bars of signal, then you get disconnected and you are off the show. You don't lose a bar of signal for being wrong. You lose a bar of signal for being wrong and being called on it. So if you don't know, bluff. Try and make your opponents think you do. Vanessa, we're going to start with you. How are you doing? Congratulations on the YouTube original.
Thank you. Yeah. Since then, I haven't left my house, so I've been great.
Was it down to the wire? Was it finished just before?
It really was. It was the last day that we were able to film, so we're very lucky.
And how's it gone? It's
Sleeping with Friends. It's a competitive reality show all about sleep where people try to improve their sleep. Yeah, it's done well. It was 3 episodes and they all came out in a binge format. So I think as a creator, it's funny how quickly things pass when it's a binge. It's like a thing for a week and then it's over.
Well, I've got some questions for you. You get to pick a category first of all. Would you like Greek gods or seas?
I will go with seas. Thank
Seas.
you.
All right. Which sea contains the popular holiday spot, the Turks and Caicos Islands?
That is in the Indian Ocean, but specifically in the South Indian Sea.
South Indian Sea or the Indian Ocean, says Vanessa. Right. Katie, Jarvis, you can challenge that answer if you want to. If you think it's wrong, put your hand up and challenge. If it's a good challenge, if the answer's wrong, Vanessa will lose a bar of signal. But if you challenge and the answer was right, you will lose a bar of signal. There is one other catch. If Vanessa can sneak a wrong answer past both of you, you both lose a bar of signal. So knowing all that, Katie, Jarvis.
No pressure.
Do you want to challenge?
I don't know.
This is not my area of expertise. I'm going to go, based on the level of specificity, first going with the ocean and then the specific sea. I don't think I'm the one to challenge here.
Same. I'm like Caribbean. Oh, I don't know.
All right, well, no challenges here. Vanessa, was that a bluff?
Yes.
Yeah, it absolutely was. It is in the Caribbean. Katie, you did know the answer, but you didn't challenge. Vanessa, you have snuck a wrong answer past both your opponents. So, Katie, that is a bar of signal away on question 1. Jarvis, that is a bar of signal away on question 1.
That's unfortunate.
Congratulations, Vanessa. Katie, it is your question next. How are you doing? How are you?
Good. I mean, just home, being bored, doing a thing.
Would you like leading actors or US cities?
I'll do U.S. cities.
US cities, okay. Which US city is home to the famous Rocky steps from the boxing film Rocky?
Ooh, the Rocky Steps, that is in New York City.
Katie says New York City. Vanessa, Jarvis, hand up straight away.
I think it's in Philadelphia, so I'm going to put forward my first challenge.
All
I'm a
right.
little nervous about it.
Katie, were you bluffing?
Yes, I don't know if it's New York or Philadelphia, to be honest. Those are my 2 ideas. And I was like, I'm just going to go with it. I feel like you have to be confident.
You do have to be confident, but unfortunately you were confident with the wrong answer. It is Philadelphia. So,
yeah.
We are only 2 questions in, and Katie, you are down to 1 bar of signal.
Uh-oh.
You are in a perilous position, but it can be done. Jarvis, how's life?
I feel like we're in a cell phone tower, and so like people aren't gonna believe that we can lose any bars. We're so close.
This question's for you. Would you like types of clothing or 70s rock bands?
Oh.
Those are two brutal categories for you. I am just going in the order these are in my file here.
Let's go with types of clothing.
Types of clothing. All right. Which type of clothing, famously worn in Hawaii, is a muumuu?
I believe a muumuu is a type of dress.
Jarvis says dress. Vanessa, Katie, what do you reckon? Now, Katie, you're in a difficult position here. If you challenge wrongly, you're out. But also, if you let a wrong answer slip past, you're out.
So I think that it would be good for Katie to indicate if she's thinking about challenging, because then perhaps I could challenge. So we're kind of on a more even footing here.
Yeah.
I call collusion.
But I'm curious, like, how specific you're wanting, just like a style of clothing, because like in Hawaii, like I think of a sarong.
We're looking for a type of clothing.
Okay, so like a dress. A muumuu is a dress.
I have a question for Tom. Would you consider a caftan a dress?
It's not the question we're asking. I believe yes.
He's like, I'm not on trial here.
Yes, I believe we'd call a caftan a dress.
Okay, I will not challenge, because I think a muumuu is like a caftan, maybe like similar to a sarong, but a full body garment. So I'm going to let Jarvis's answer stay.
And you're absolutely right to do so. Jarvis, that is the correct answer, and you can't lose lives with a correct answer, so congratulations. You're still in the game. Vanessa, still on 3 bars. Would you like shipwrecks or types of plant?
Wow. Luckily, I studied a little bit of plant biology, so I guess I'll go with types of plants.
I would have the same decision. Good call. Also studied plants heavily.
You did
Vanessa,
not. Sure.
from what type of plant is carrageenan extracted to be used in ice cream and toothpaste?
Carrageenan comes from the carrot.
Vanessa says carrot. Katie, Jarvis?
I'm going to challenge.
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel like I have a leg to stand on, because I don't, but I agree with Jarvis.
Jarvis, you went there first. You didn't need to. You could have let Katie step up there, but you challenged first.
I could have. I had to look out for Katie.
Thanks, Jarvis.
Vanessa, how much of that was bluffing?
So on second thoughts, it could be the carob plant, but like, what the hell is carrageenan? Who knows?
It's seaweed or algae. It was the wrong answer. Jarvis, you were absolutely right to challenge. Vanessa, you are down to 2 bars of signal. Katie.
Wow, I'm not feeling as confident anymore.
If there's one thing I've learned about my deep study of plants, it's that the colloquial name for something and the Latin name is like never similar. So I was just like, that sounds oddly convenient.
I also hated plant biology, and it was like 3 weeks in a first level biology course that I took at university. It was so boring. I'm sorry if there's any plant people out there.
Your carrageenan in ice cream and toothpaste comes from seaweed. So, Katie, next question's to you. Again, get it right, you can't lose that bar. So, would you like musical instruments or mental functions?
Ooh. I mean, I like both of those. It's funny, I was a double major in music and psychology.
Oh, wow.
Let's do musical instruments. I'm kind of sick of the brain stuff right now.
All right.
She's getting confident over here.
With my 1 bar.
Which musical instrument traditional to Ireland is a clarsach? So that's C-L-A-R-S-A-C-H.
Okay. I'm going to go with bagpipes.
Katie says bagpipes. Not with a huge amount of confidence, but then that could be a double bluff. Vanessa, Jarvis, what do you want to do? See, there is value in letting the other person go first.
Jarvis, what are you thinking over there?
I jumped the gun last time, so I was like keeping my mouth shut. But I'm going to hazard a guess that bagpipes are Scottish. I'm not sure about Irish instruments, but I did live on top of an Irish pub, a hub of the Irish community in San Francisco. I just can't imagine a bagpipe anywhere near those guys.
Is that a challenge?
I'm going to let Vanessa,
wow, what a cop-out. Unlike Jarvis, I don't have a deep experience of Irish history and culture and music.
It's true, yeah.
But I mean, I was thinking when Katie said bagpipe, that there might be some kind of Irish equivalent to the bagpipe, like some kind of baggy wind instrument. But that I have been to Dublin once, and from that experience that I had, it could be like a fiddle.
Yeah.
If either of you are challenging, put your hand up. Jarvis challenges, and he got his hand up first. In the end, both of you did. It came very close. I'll tell you this, there are Irish bagpipes. They're called Uilleann pipes, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, and apologies to anyone in Ireland. But the Clarsach is a harp. It's the famous Irish harp. It's the thing you see on the logo of Guinness, so I'm afraid, Katie, that
didn't
is
even know that.
your last bar of signal gone. Jarvis, it was a correct challenge.
No.
Katie, it's been lovely having you here.
What have I done?
But unfortunately, you have been disconnected. Goodbye.
Oh no, Katie, I feel such immense guilt.
Vanessa, Jarvis, congratulations to the pair of you. We will see you in the head-to-head after this commercial break. One of the difficulties in using an LED stage like this is calibration. The camera keeps track of its position by markers placed on the ceiling here at White Light's Smart Stage, and it reports that position to Disguise's XR rendering platform. That track has to be rock solid, and yeah, it is. We're using a content engine called Notch to render all the interactive elements on the fly, while Disguise pulls in game data, multiple live video calls, and all the camera data in real time. There are some challenges with this. The system has to be as close to zero lag as possible, which means that when the camera's moving, the render system has to do latency compensation to make sure that the scene looks right from the camera's perspective. Thanks again to the teams at White Light and Disguise for helping me put the show together. There are links to both of them in the description, and I couldn't have done it without them. All right, back to the show. Players, welcome back to the tower. The sun is setting and it's time for the head-to-head round. I have some categories here. I'm asking you to name things in those categories, back and forth, one after the other. There's no penalty for getting a wrong answer unless you're called on it. But also, there's no penalty for letting a wrong answer slip past you other than it's going to make your job harder. So, you've both got 2 bars of signal. And our first category, Jarvis, we're starting with you, because you struck the killing blow in the last round.
My biggest regret to this day.
All right, your first category. We are looking for the 25 largest airlines by international passengers. So just to be clear, we are looking for the airlines that carry the most passengers internationally, according to data from the IATA in 2018. Jarvis, your turn to name first.
I'm going to kick it off with Delta Airlines.
Jarvis says Delta Airlines. Vanessa, you can challenge that or name something else.
American Airlines.
Jarvis.
Gonna go with United Airlines.
United. You're running through all the big US carriers. Vanessa, what do you reckon?
Emirates.
Vanessa says Emirates. Jarvis.
Lufthansa.
Jarvis says Lufthansa. Vanessa.
British Airlines.
Could you just say that again?
British Airlines?
British Airlines, says Vanessa. Jarvis.
I'm just gonna say Air France.
Singapore Airlines.
Singapore Airlines. Jarvis, how do you feel about that?
I see your Singapore Airlines and I raise you a Japan Airlines.
Japan Airlines. Vanessa.
I see your Japan Airlines and I raise you a Cathay Pacific.
I like how you're bouncing off each other's answers here. You go, oh, yeah, that part of the globe. That part of the globe's got airlines.
I have never heard of Cathay Pacific. Maybe I'm uncultured, so I'm going to challenge.
All right. Jarvis challenges on Cathay Pacific. Now, you ran through the US carriers first. Delta, American, United, absolutely right. Emirates, Lufthansa, exactly right. Vanessa, so British Airlines is not technically the name of the airline. It's British
Airways.
It's Airways.
I actually didn't know, which is why I hesitate.
But it doesn't matter, because Jarvis, you didn't challenge that. In fact, almost all your answers were right. Jarvis, Japan Airlines, not on the list, not in the top 25.
That story checks out. I just figured it wouldn't be challenged. I wasn't sure if Singapore Airlines was on there. So I was just like picking a similarly sized airline so that there was enough like margin of error maybe.
Singapore is on the list, but you challenged on Cathay Pacific. They're the flag carrier of Hong Kong. And Hong Kong has a lot of business travel, a lot of international business travel. And it is on the list. Vanessa, you are absolutely right. Cool. Jarvis, you are down to 1 bar remaining, so you need to win the next list.
When I went to Hong Kong, I flew Japan Airlines. That's my fault. I should have went Cathay Pacific.
Vanessa, you're starting this list. If you win this list, you win the show. Jarvis, you need this.
Wow.
And it is cities that have hosted the Summer or Winter Olympics. So we're looking for any city that has already hosted. Doesn't include future venues. It also does not include events cancelled due to war, which has happened.
Or COVID-19, which has also happened.
Your first call.
I'm going to start off with Summer Olympics that I volunteered at, Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia, says Vanessa. If that's wrong, it's a really good reason why. Jarvis?
That one's real. I remember that. I'm gonna go with some obscure ones. Sochi, winter.
Sochi for the Winter Olympics. Vanessa?
Montreal.
Montreal. Jarvis?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Vanessa?
Calgary.
That one sounds weird to me, but I'm not gonna challenge because I've got some more. So I'm gonna say Rio, summer.
You don't need to tell me whether it's summer or winter, but yes, Rio hosting the Winter Olympics would be a bit odd. So, Vanessa?
Melbourne.
Jarvis?
Atlanta. 1996. My college, Georgia Tech, where I went to school, the campus was like where the Olympics were hosted there.
All right, Vanessa, it's on you.
Vancouver.
Vancouver. You are just running through cities in Canada and Australia there.
I love Canada.
I'm gonna go with New York City.
Jarvis says New York City. Vanessa?
Challenge.
I was gonna say, you looked hesitant on that one. Now, are you challenging because it doesn't feel right or challenging because you know that?
I don't know it for sure, but it really doesn't feel right to me.
Jarvis, is this a memory or is this a guess?
It's a guess. It's like a guess that it happened a long time ago.
I mean, there's some very interesting cities on this list. Like, you could have had Albertville, or I presume it's Albertville in France, Chamonix in France, Helsinki, Innsbruck, Mexico City. There's a lot of places. I'll tell you this. Before New York City, every answer you gave, both of you, was correct.
Oh, well.
New York City has bid for the Olympics, but it bid in 2012 and it was beaten by London. It has never hosted an Olympics. Jarvis, I'm really sorry, but that is your last bar of signal gone. It has been a pleasure having you here. Thank you for being part of the show, but you've been disconnected. Vanessa, congratulations. You are the winner of the show today with 2 bars remaining as well.
You.
Congratulations. You win the end card of this video. You have 20 seconds to plug everything that you do. That is our show. Thank you very much for watching. Vanessa, take it away.
Amazing. Please go and subscribe to my channel, Braincraft. It's about psychology and neuroscience. I cover a lot of scientific self-improvement type stuff, like how you can procrastinate less, be more productive, build good habits, get better sleep, all of that. So youtube.com/Braincraft. I think that might be 20 seconds. Thank you for watching.
Three players who've already won a game are coming back to the tower for one final battle. I mean, it's not a battle, it's mostly just friendly conversation, but that sounds more dramatic. One of them will become the champion of champions and leave here with their head held high. And the other two, well, they will get disconnected. Alec, Ellen, Vanessa, welcome back to the Champion of Champions show. There is no big prize here, there's no special award at the end of it, but one of you will retire undefeated, having taken out 8 other players in total to be here. So, very, very best of luck to you all. We're going to get straight into it. Alec, we're going to go to you first. Congratulations on winning your first match there. How are you feeling?
Just as confident as last time, which is to say not at all.
All right, well, the questions start out harder this time. So, good luck to you. I can give you the choice of fruit flavors or art museums.
Ooh, I like that choice. I'm gonna go with fruit flavors.
All right. Which fruit flavor do the spirits Triple Sec and Cointreau have?
Ooh, gonna have to go with juniper berries.
Alec says juniper berries. Oh, now, I was going to ask if anyone wants to challenge, but that's pretty clear and quick there. That was straight in with a hand up there, Vanessa. I'm guessing you know the answer to that one.
I don't have 100% confidence, but my first thought when you said that was orange. I think Cointreau has an orange flavor, so I'm going to challenge based off that random thought that I had.
And it is an absolutely correct challenge. It was a solid bluff there, Alec. You came in confident, but I'm afraid that is a bar away from you.
Darn. Well, you know, I do know that's what the flavor is of gin, so I knew I was lying.
It was a solid guess. Ellen, how are you feeling?
Not bad, not bad.
Would you like hotels or numbers?
Oh, numbers.
All right. What number is the amount of years in a septennium?
Is it? Yeah, it will be 7,000.
Ellen says 7,000. Alec, Vanessa, what do you reckon? Oh, the faces there.
Yeah, I'm not going to challenge.
Ellen, was that a guess?
Yes.
You're going off sept and millennium there, presumably?
Yeah.
It's 7. The answer was wrong,
no.
but that doesn't matter because no one called you on it. You were confident. Alec, that's another bar gone. Vanessa, that's a bar gone.
Well, the thing is, the mill is the 1,000.
It sounded like a guess, except it sounded like the right guess.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I thought I might have been right, so...
Alec, you are in a precarious position already, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You can't let a wrong answer get past you, but you also can't give a wrong challenge. Vanessa, how are you feeling after the first game?
I'm feeling good. I'm very competitive, but then I also feel bad for not being friendly at the same time, so you can never win.
Would you like flowers or body parts?
I will go with body parts.
All right. Which body part is the gland in the human body in which insulin is produced?
That would be the pancreas.
Vanessa says pancreas. Alec, Ellen, how do you feel about that?
I have a feeling that it is right. I'm not a massive person who knows loads about endocrinology, but I just know the word endocrinology is related to it.
Yeah, but you do know the word endocrinology.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's right, too.
All right.
That's only because I've got another endocrinology problem that I have.
No challenges, and Vanessa, that is the correct answer. Congratulations. You stick
good.
around on 2 bars. But of course, if it was wrong and they hadn't challenged, Alec would be out now. So, Alec, you cannot lose this bar of signal if you give the right answer. Good luck to you. Would you like Chinese food or Formula One Grand Prix?
Chinese food, please.
All right. Which Chinese food literally translates from Cantonese as touch heart?
Probably dumplings.
Alec says dumplings. Ellen, Vanessa, do you want to challenge? You're both in a position where you can let the answer pass by, particularly you, Ellen, but also you could take him out.
I don't know the Cantonese for dumplings, so that's the thing. And I don't know any Cantonese anyway.
I'm not across any Cantonese either, unfortunately. Dumpling. So here's the thing. Is dumpling even a Cantonese word, right? Because you have like dim sim and yum cha and like these other words that are Chinese, but like dumpling. Like the Chinese words don't have an ing at the end.
Well, I do know what the word is in Mandarin. It's jiaozi.
Do we believe that, Ellen?
Challenge or don't. I'm going to ask for a call or not.
It's up to you, Ellen.
I don't know.
There's no challenge there. Alec, did you know that answer?
Truthfully, no. But jiaozi is actually what it is in Mandarin. I do know that.
Alec, the answer was wrong.
Yes.
But that doesn't matter because they didn't call you on it. They could have knocked you out. Instead, you got a wrong answer past both of them. Ellen, you're down to 2 bars.
Yes.
Vanessa, you're down to 1.
Oh, no!
It was dim sum. It was dim sum. It's a style of different bites. Dumplings is one of that, but the translation of dumpling is not touch heart. You were in the right area, but literally dim sum, touch heart. And Ellen, it is your question. Would you like nationalities or famous novels?
Oh, let's go nationalities.
All right, what nationality was the explorer Vasco da Gama who discovered a route to India by sea?
believe Portuguese.
Ellen says Portuguese. Now, Alec, Vanessa, you have a decision to make. You're both on one. If she gets a wrong answer past both of you, you two go to a tiebreak. But a correct challenge would knock Ellen down to one. What do you want to do?
Alec, where's your head at?
In the clouds.
Literally.
Truthfully, I don't know enough about that sort of history to give a reasonable answer. But you know what? I'm just going to challenge it because if I don't, I'll be gone anyway.
Alec has challenged. Ellen, was that a guess? It sounded like a guess. Was it?
It was a guess, yes.
But there's only like 3 or 4 countries to choose from. Like, I think it could have been Portuguese.
And that's why I wasn't really sure.
And he was Portuguese. It was a very, very good guess.
I deserve that for how the first round went.
Alec, congratulations on making it this far, but that is your last bar of signal gone. You've been disconnected. Thank you very much for playing. Good night. Ellen, Vanessa, you are through to the last head-to-head, to the grand final. Very best of luck. We will see you after this commercial break. So I've talked about the video wall and floor. It means there's no green screen key, and it means my eye line looks perfect. We've talked about the camera tracking and the virtual set extensions, and about the real-time media server that's putting all this together. There's one more important thing here. There's only one other person required in the studio. We have me and we have Lewis on camera. That's it. There are a few other folks outside in the production gallery, but that could be anywhere in the world. Right now, when shows have to be made while everyone keeps their distance, that's important. If you don't want just a televised video call, and let's face it, the world is very tired of televised video calls, then this smart stage and disguised as XR pipeline is a brilliant solution. And if you'd rather the stage go to the talent, well, White Light are used to delivering enormous live shows in arenas and stadiums. One of these stages can get packed up, set up in a truck, and sent to anywhere that there's power. Broadcasts, presentations, education, anywhere you can get a shipping container, you can get one of these stages. So thank you to White Light and Disguise for helping pull all this together. There are links to all of them in the description. I'm so grateful. Right, back to the final. Players, congratulations, you have made it to the final round of the Champion of Champions. One of you will be getting disconnected, but the other will have defeated 8 other players to make it to the end. So very best of luck to both of you. I realise that wishing best of luck to both of you does absolutely nothing at all.
I'm very nervous.
I'm so nervous.
Imagine if you were playing for money or something. How nervous you would be.
I'd be hopeless.
Ellen, you struck the killing blow there, so you're going to be going first. You both know how it works. We're looking for things in a category. Challenge if you think there's a wrong answer. There is no penalty for letting a wrong answer slip past you here, other than it makes your job harder. Ellen, we are looking for the 100 most followed individuals on Twitter. So, just to clarify that, we're looking for the 100 individuals whose dedicated Twitter accounts have the most followers. So no brands, no abstract concepts. We just need their usual names. We don't need their usernames.
Barack Obama.
Ellen says Barack Obama. Vanessa.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. We're starting with our presidents. Ellen.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Vanessa? That is a skeptical
Challenge.
face. Oh, right. Straight away, challenging on the second answer. I mean, yes, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, both good answers. Why did you go for Lin-Manuel?
I think because of the political thing in Hamilton. But like I follow him. I don't really look at follower numbers a lot. He gets a lot of engagement, and that kind of gives me an idea of how many followers he would probably have.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was on the 100 list. I just thought there's like so many other people that would probably have more followers than him.
So that is a formal challenge from Vanessa. I'll tell you this, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, both good answers. Lin-Manuel Miranda, not on the list. Ellen, that was a wrong answer. Vanessa, that was a correct challenge. Ellen, you're down to 1 bar.
I should have said a Kardashian.
You should. They're all on there. They're all on there.
It's an endless bit of names.
Follower numbers and talent don't have the strongest relationships sometimes.
Bill Gates is on there. Ellen DeGeneres, Ed Sheeran, Khloe Kim, and Kourtney Kardashian, and Kanye West as well would have been on there.
Oh, I should've-
Katy Perry, LeBron James, not Lin-Manuel Miranda. Unlucky, but there's still a chance. Vanessa, you're kicking off this list, and we are looking for Best Picture Oscar winners. So this is any film that has won the award for Best Picture or equivalent if it was called something else in that year. We are looking for the award for the best film. Vanessa, it's you to start.
Okay. I'm going to start with Green Book.
Vanessa says Green Book. Ellen.
The Shape of Water.
Spotlight.
Sorry, you are the definition of the side-eye emoji at that moment. Like, that was...
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking.
That was this
She's not actually there.
incredibly sceptical look. That was wonderful.
Titanic.
Titanic, says Ellen. A nod from Vanessa.
La La Land.
La La Land.
Challenge.
Oh, that was quick. Ellen, why do you challenge?
They didn't win Best Picture. They were mistakenly given Best Picture, and then it went to Moonlight, I believe, which is why I'm a bit confused about Spotlight. I think that might also have been a fake one. But yeah, it wasn't La La Land.
I'm pretty sure Spotlight is right, I think, but I can't remember the outcome of La La Land and Moonlight. I think it could have been the other way around.
Spotlight is correct. Titanic, Green Book, Shape of Water, all correct. Ellen, your memory of that Oscar ceremony is correct.
Yes!
You were correct to challenge Vanessa. It did go to Moonlight. It wasn't La La Land. So that's a bar away from you. And the champion of champions comes down to the final list.
Wow.
I watched that one live and my jaw hit the floor when that happened.
We are looking for the 100 most valuable brands. So these are corporate or product brands with the highest revenue before interest and taxes, according to Forbes in 2019. They do have to have some sort of presence in the US, so this excludes Vodafone and Alibaba. But other than that, it's pretty much anything you're going to recognize. Ellen, we're going to start with you. Good luck.
Apple.
Ellen says Apple. Vanessa.
Google.
Vanessa replies with Google. Ellen.
Microsoft.
Microsoft. We're sticking with technology. I can't imagine why, given our various specialties. Vanessa.
Amazon.
Ellen.
Activision Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard, says Ellen. Vanessa.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Twitter.
Twitter. We are very much sticking in technology here, aren't we? Sorry, the look of concentration. I know I keep pointing this out, but it's wonderful.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Pepsi.
An immediate reply with Pepsi. Not even a thought of challenging Coca-Cola there. Just like, yep, nope, that's fair.
Well,
That's,
yeah.
Vanessa.
Nike.
Nike. This is basically how much consumerism can you remember? Ellen.
Adidas or Adidas, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
I would accept either pronunciation. Adidas or Adidas, says Alan. Vanessa.
Chevron.
Ford.
I can't help but point out that Vanessa keeps changing the topic and Alan just keeps batting it back.
It's a strategy.
It's a solid strategy. Vanessa.
Walmart.
Walmart.
I was going to go for that one. Rockstar.
Rockstar, says Alan.
Challenge.
Challenging.
I was resisting challenging, but I have never even heard of Rockstar.
Now, Rockstar are the video game company that does Grand Theft Auto 5 among quite a lot of other games, and there are a lot of people that pay for that game. I'll tell you this much. Between you, you hit the top 6 on the board. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Coca-Cola, top 6 between you. Pepsi, Nike, Adidas, Ford, Walmart, all good. Activision, not on the list. Twitter, not on the list. Chevron, also not on the list. They're a big oil company, they're not the big oil companies. So, Rockstar. If Rockstar is on the list, if Grand Theft Auto 5 and all their others are big enough, Ellen, you've won. If they're not on the list, Vanessa, you've won. Rockstar is not on the list. Vanessa, you were absolutely right to challenge. Rockstar are owned by Take-Two. They're not top 100. Unfortunately, video game companies haven't made it up there yet. I don't know if there are any on the list. There's a lot. Could have had Budweiser, could have had American Express, Bank of America, Hyundai, Kellogg's, Louis Vuitton, Red Bull, T-Mobile. They're all up there, but Rockstar are not. Ellen, that is your last bar of signal away. Thank you very much for playing. It was so close, but you've been disconnected. Thank you very much for being part of it. Vanessa, that is game, set, match. It is all yours. You are champion of champions. Congratulations. You get the 20 seconds at the end. Plug your stuff again if you want to. That's been our show. That's been Disconnected. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
I run a YouTube channel called Braincraft/Braincraft. Please go and subscribe. I have lots of fun videos about psychology and neuroscience. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter as @NessieHill, NESSYHILL. I post lots of fun stuff there too. Thank you for watching.
Good evening, my name is Tom Scott and this is Questionable, and the first question that we are asking tonight is telepathy, flight or invisibility? Which superpower would you rather have? You can vote right now by putting A, B or C in the chat box on the right. Only your first vote will count, so go for it. A for telepathy, B for flight, C for invincibility. Put in the chat box on the right, and while you're doing that, let's meet the 3 people who are going to be trying to change your mind. First, the star of stage, television and the internet. His show, Disgusting Songs for Revolting Children, is on at the Udderbelly Festival in London on Saturday the 11th. Please give an incredibly loud welcome to Jay Foreman! Hooray! Next up, a producer and comedian and also our emergency Welsh speaker, just in case the Welsh choose this exact moment to invade. Please welcome Sarah Breeze! And in the last chair, the voice that launched 1,000 ships, mostly by just damaging their moorings. Please welcome comedian, actor, storyteller and alchemist, Will Seward! Thank you very much for joining us, folks. There are going to be 4 rounds tonight for each one. Each of our comedians is going to take the different side of an argument. But it's not having the most popular answer that'll win them the point. It is changing the most minds out there on the internet. So with that, the first poll is going to close in 10 seconds. Thank you to Ryan Thompson for sending in this question. Jay, you're going to be on telepathy. Sarah, you're going to be on flight. Will, you're going to be on invisibility. With that, our poll is closed. So let's see what our audience thinks. That is pretty evenly spread. 36% of our audience would choose telepathy. So that's in the lead. 35% would choose flight. Only 29% would go for invisibility. So round 1, it's not a formal debate, but I'm going to give you each time to make your case. So Jay, why telepathy?
I think the best thing about telepathy is, of all of the superpowers available here in the choice, it's the one that you can most keep a secret. So flight, for example, the only way you can use it is by sort of showing off and flying from one place to another, which is a huge responsibility. But if you can use telepathy, you can make all kinds of things happen, because people, instead of being impressed, they'll be going, how did you do that? And just think of the things you could achieve by that. Pretty much any job you wanted to have or thing you wanted to achieve, you could do. Whereas flight, you could save a bit of money and time, I suppose, but you can't take over the world with flight.
Oh, now hang on. Are you thinking just mind reading, or are you thinking putting thoughts in other people's heads?
Well, I wasn't thinking putting other thoughts in people's head now, but you put that thought in my head now.
Okay. But you were going for mind reading. You were going for being able to
simply by reading your mind, I'd be able to freak you out enough.
Do we have any magicians in the audience? No, we don't.
They're keeping it a secret.
Has anyone ever done the thing where you've just thought, if there are any telepaths listening to this, get out of my head? Has anyone... Is that just me? Okay, that's just me.
It's the superpower that I always used to fantasize about having when I was younger, but I think that just tells you how paranoid I was as a child.
Sarah, flight. Why would you go for flight?
Well, I hadn't considered this. Is this the... Do I have to think about it in terms of what might freak you out? I mean...
No, just defend it.
I can freak you out pretty well with flight. Right, do you know what I think? I think there's a lot of really short people out there, like me, who would quite like to have flight. And I'm not saying we have to fly off all over the place doing like you know, the loops or whatever. We could just hover a bit, you know? Wouldn't that be nice? Like, when was the last time you saw the top shelf in the kitchen cupboard? Like, I'm sure I'd put some great stuff up there just by throwing it up. I'd like to know what's there. So if I could just hover a bit, and like, you know, you could probably use it for good things and stuff. Like if you had... I don't know, I might. Like if a neighbour had like an emergency and she was telling you, oh no, I really need some help, you could like fly off. Whether you come back is your own decision entirely, but you've got the option, haven't you?
Is that for avoiding neighbours or is that for helping them?
Well, I think you can decide that once you're off and you've got your own space, and I think that would be fine. I mean, telepathy. Do you really want to know what everyone's thinking all the time? I'm not sure I do.
Well, actually, that's something I hadn't thought of.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute because Will, invisibility.
Well, invisibility's the best one.
That's it.
That's my... No. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a dazzlingly handsome man, but wouldn't it be fun to be invisible sometimes? Especially because you could pretend to be a ghost. It'd be brilliant. You'd go into a period property or a castle or... any house, actually, and you'd wait until someone was there, and then when they were, you'd approach them, and you'd go, ooh, and then you'd turn on your invisibility power, and you'd just disappear, and they'd go, ah, a ghost! And if you laughed, that would just add to the ghostliness.
I just want to flag up here that Jay is taking over the world.
I'm sorry that you were left on red.
Wait, what?
Hi.
Oliver, whoa. No, Carl, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm back. That's not very nice.
Yeah, everyone's had to do that so far.
Jonah, listen very carefully to me, okay? Stop breathing.
Oh.
Jonah,
wait, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. That came off wrong.
Come in someone's mouth. Jesus Christ.
So sorry. What did I miss out on?
Sorry.
Okay, I zone out for a second. The thing that scares me the most is that these are not empty threats. Like...
Oh, good.
Threats, are they? It's just like a statement. One day this will happen.
Okay.
What, we're taking that as a threat?
I was taking that as a threat to someone out there. Oh my god, Colton, shut up. I will...
Colton isn't saying anything.
Do you not? No, he keeps sending me things. I sent you that. Stop it. I'm gonna block you. How do you do that? Close the... I'm gonna report you. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll stop. Uncle Gary, say hi.
Bro. Straight to the report button.
I don't know how to block people, man.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it to someone else now. Who should I do it to?
Don't do it to anyone. Please spare the poor
About
people.
nil.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
Oh.
Carl.
Kidding. No, no, it's cool.
I spent 50 minutes on one run and then I didn't have enough eyes.
Oh, hey guys, guess what?
Are you speedrunning now, Oliver?
Guys, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I got to play Minecraft today. Yeah, and I was really good at it. Tell them, Oliver. I was so good at it. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on throw out, and I won. Maybe.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Oliver. What does OF stand for?
OnlyFans. Oh, sorry.
Same difference.
Same difference.
I enter and I hear, what does OF stand for? Like, what else does it stand for?
Optifine.
Optifine, yeah. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Who doesn't know about
Optifine?
I mean, I kind of agree with Carl's version more.
Yeah, that's the same. You know, same.
What is
just saying.
That's like that's the logo, right? The logo is just an OF. Hold on, I'm gonna look into this.
Except this is you know what?
I never thought I would see the day I look up OnlyFans logo.
Look it up. Do not look it up.
Too late.
You know Max has one, right?
If you look up just OnlyFans,
Yes, per
you
day
should
one.
will see. Oh God.
I hate that.
Because you need to give a driver's license to prove that you're 18.
What, did he like ask his mom?
That's hilarious.
No, he just didn't make one. He wanted to, but ended up not. Yeah, everyone's really disappointed about it. I am too. Don't worry.
Off to flight, really dumb flight. How about that, you nerd?
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Take it back.
Oh wow!
You're so mean.
Huh? I cannot hear anyone. But I heard my name.
Who's playing guitar?
Jonah,
I
I
think
love your
Jonah's
Will
the one playing the
Smurf.
guitar.
Jonah, do you also like Will Smurf?
Lola sent me that, so I sent it 7 times in general.
It's not his first time being blue.
You know what? I love this photo so much. Because it applies to a lot of people in the friend group.
Wait, what? What did I?
The court has decided your sentence: 1 week of Twitter politics and League of Legends, no parole.
That's actually a terrible punishment.
Joke's on you.
That is.
On purpose, because I could have died.
Oh, Carl.
Aw, Carl. Aw, twink.
We should all have a group hug to
Yeah.
support our dear friend Carl.
Did I really just say, Carl, keep it up? I'm such a terrible person.
No, I said we should have a
so
group
sorry.
hug.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Group hug, guys. Oh, this is so wholesome.
Okay, Delta. I appreciate your concern, though.
I am extremely concerned.
What?
League of Legends? Really?
Yeah. What?
That was my reaction to it as well.
Oh, God.
Clash. What?
Has anyone watched the Arcane thing on Netflix?
Oh my
No.
God.
It looks so bad.
Wait, what's Arcane?
The League of Legends show.
What do you mean League of
So good.
It's actually good.
It is? The art looks
Fucking
beautiful.
amazing. It's so fucking good.
I've been watching BoJack Horseman.
It's League of Legends, but a show.
For once, I'm not
I
only.
know it sounds bad, but it's genuinely one of the best shows I've ever watched.
I've been watching the show
Alright.
about Robert the
For
Bruce. So I
once,
can
I'm
become
not
more
saying the
Scottish.
show is good only because there's hot women in it. It's actually a
Really?
good show.
Okay.
There are hot women in it?
Yes!
Oh man, I gotta watch this right
We
now.
gotta watch.
They're so tiny. Have you seen the like people?
I love Oliver's way of thinking sometimes. Think about the consequences, guys.
They grow up. Yeah, exactly. Age appropriate.
Okay, I hate her. We're all going to hell.
You know what
No,
Morgan
I'm not.
said
I'm not.
one day?
I'm not.
Yo,
Carl, I'm
Carl,
not.
wanna take carpool?
I'm not.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in quotes. So
Anyone want to carpool with me to hell? You know, just
I
to
want to
save
carpool
time.
with you to hell. That sounds so fun.
I'm not. I'm not going there. I'm staying right where I am.
Staying right where you are?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What? You're going to? Yeah, we all know that you're going. Okay, stop rubbing it in her face.
No. That's not what I meant. I'm saying like, I'm right in the middle.
I'm on the edge.
In the middle of what?
I'm on the edge.
Wait, that's a thing in like Greek god people.
Edging?
What? No, Carl.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Zeus.
No.
What?
Zeus,
Carl.
the edgiest
Swear
god.
to fucking God, Carl.
What? What? There's something wrong with it.
Zeus
I
was kind of
swear to
edgy though.
Have you
What?
tried it?
You just make everything sexual.
Have you tried it though?
Everything
What?
Zeus.
I mean, I'm not gonna answer that question. But come on, man.
Do you know who's not edgy?
That was not what we were talking about.
I'm sorry.
Do you know?
I that answer.
Do you know who's
Yeah,
not edgy?
exactly.
Who's not edgy?
Sorry.
I don't know.
Who's not edgy?
know.
Colton.
Carl, I swear
I don't
Edgy.
know.
Wait, I mean Colton.
Stop thinking for
I don't know.
3 minutes.
Who? I'm
don't know.
I'm curious now. All right, you've piqued my interest. Who's edgy? You can't just lead me on with the expectation.
Will Smurf. Will Smurf. Okay.
Alright.
It's Will
What?
Smurf.
Okay, listen. Colton, he's trying to change the subject as hard as he can. Hard sex.
Carl,
trying my
I swear
best
to
here.
fucking God.
You know, the only reason I'm really pushing for Colton to answer the question is because I'm not following anything else, and that was like the first thing that I understand what is going on.
Oh yeah.
What is going on?
You don't want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't.
You
Actually,
really,
yeah, I don't. I really don't. I don't. Okay, let's talk about who's edgy.
Oliver is speedrunning like Dream SMP.
No way.
Wow.
Oh man.
That's edgy, okay?
What?
Do you want the name of a Greek god that's edgy?
Will Smith?
Hades? Damn it.
What?
Wait. What? No.
It's Will Smith.
Will Smith?
Carl, that doesn't even make sense. Whoa, Will Smith?
Will Smith, more like Will Smurf.
It's really funny, right? Please give me attention.
Who's that one guy? Who's like that one guy from Jesse?
Oh,
like all the
Bertram.
people, all the people from Jesse combined into
What?
one person.
Is it Luke? The guy who like...
Didn't that actor die?
Oh, he did.
Bro,
I forgot about that.
I'm kidding.
No, that's not
Okay. Okay.
He was he was like the only good actor on Disney. Everybody
Well,
else
I mean, the Jonas Brothers were on Disney.
no, they weren't.
Yes, they were. The Jonas Brothers were on
They
it.
had their own show.
The Jonas Brothers.
Brothers were a central point of Disney.
Oh wait,
I
okay,
agree.
hold on.
They were like
Hold on
a
one second.
cultural.
Do you hear they made a live action Loud House? And
No.
it's so bad.
No.
It's
No.
so bad.
Why would they do that?
We're gonna talk about what are we gonna talk about? I was
What
about
were
to
you
say we're
gonna
gonna
The
talk
live action Loud House.
What are we
that's
talking
what we're
about?
gonna talk about.
I don't know, some gay shit. I don't know.
No, that's always fun.
I
We're gonna
can't
talk
relate.
about you?
I can't
Isn't that a
relate.
little, like...
Whoa, that's
a little weird.
that was funny. I got the joke.
That a little gay, dude.
That was really funny.
Oliver, what are you doing?
I'm having it's fun in the sun.
Are you being Dream SMP?
That's not sun. That's
having fun
like,
in the
Oliver,
nonsense.
are you a part of the Dream SMP?
wait.
Did he
Dream SMP.
accidentally jump
yes.
off of a cliff?
No, I just quit because it was bad and I didn't have an iron pickaxe.
I think Oliver's in the Dream SMP.
No, wait.
Wow.
Plot twist. Oliver is Dream.
I'm Dream.
No.
I'm not a cheater. Look at me go. I'm gonna cheat, guys. You're gonna watch, okay? Here.
Was it confirmed that he cheated?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Okay.
For some reason, no one cares. Oh, guys, look. Oh, don't look yet. Don't look at anything.
Don't. I'm looking.
Oh no, he's putting in a specific seed.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Imagine listening to a Cruel Angels Thesis Director's full version when you could listen to other stuff, like not Neon Genesis Evangelion opening.
Dude, I've been playing Path.
You have a Star Wars podcast recommended for you, Oliver. There is a Star Wars podcast recommended on you.
Charlie has cancer.
Look at the look at the oh, poor Charlie.
Guys, Charlie from Star Wars is my favorite character.
First Charlie bites someone else's finger, and now he got cancer. That poor guy.
Poor Charlie.
Poor Charlie.
I had a neighbor named Charlie.
Charlie bit my finger as an NFT. You guys heard that, right?
Oh my God,
like, that's
I got
just not
50
me.
Navi from a chest, guys. I got 50
That's
Navi
so
from a
cool.
chest. Oh my God.
Did you guys hear that they sold Charlie Bit My Finger as an NFT?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah. Oliver, why are you digging in that specific
Someone tell me
location?
what an NFT is.
Wait, I failed anyway. Wait, let me just go.
You failed at cheating.
Wait, come to Mother Grandpa. Forget things.
It has value because you have no.
Even wait, you know what? No.
What?
Do it.
What?
NFTs.
What?
NFTs more like dumb FTs.
That's
What?
what I'm saying.
Can someone tell me what an NFT is?
It's like a image thing.
So, okay, so it's any.
Somewhere around
It's like
here.
owning an online image.
Have value, but
Everyone is talking at once.
It's
Okay,
dumb.
NFTs are just owning online images. So
Yeah.
it's like how you can own the Mona Lisa, you can own an online image. Even though anybody can get a picture of it off online, you're the person who owns it.
Yes. So basically, if you own an NFT, you don't have friends.
That's dumb. That's like really dumb.
Or you're just trying to become the next Elon Musk, but failing miserably.
But Elon Musk doesn't have any friends, so it's still a flop.
That is incredibly dumb.
Just like he doesn't have any.
He does have a hot wife, though, right?
Yeah, his wife is really.
His son's name. What is his son's
right?
name
He
again?
has
Like
wife and, like,
XAE
Canadian lady.
14? Isn't his son's name like XAE14?
No, I think they changed
his
it
wife
because they
is
couldn't name it that because that's dumb.
Called Grimes.
They were trying
Yeah,
to like.
Grime. That's it.
That's Will Smith.
No, that's Grime.
Wait, who's Grime?
Grimes
Your
is Will
mom.
Smith's
I don't
kid,
know.
right?
What?
Grime is a horrible name. It sounds
You're
like a
a
Pokemon.
horrible name. It,
You're a horrible name.
I mean, but it sounds like one of the bad Pokemon. Like I would want to.
no. Grime would be a cool Pokemon, like one that Team Rocket uses.
Sludge. It's like the Pokemon Sludge. You want your son's name to be Sludge? Do you want that?
Oh, coughing and wheezing.
Yes, we.
This is my son wheezing.
No. It's like you sitting down with your significant other, and you look at them. It's like I know what we want. I want to name my son Mr. Mime, and then you sign the birth certificate, right? And you're happy about that. Okay, that is not something you want to be proud of. Okay, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You know what? I think Mr. Mime would be pretty cool.
No. Okay.
No, okay. Listen,
You can
if
take
I ever had a
Squirtle.
son, which I don't want to have, I would like name him something really bad because I hate him, right? So I'd probably name him something like Jebediah or something like really
Oh god! Oh my god! Your kid's gonna get beat up.
Or
Your kid's gonna get jumps.
Your fucking
and
children,
you're
your child is your
yeah,
child
your
is gonna
kid's
get
gonna
thrown
become a
into a
Joker.
dumpster.
No, if he grew up and he wasn't a
Your
terrible kid, and I
dude, your
didn't have
child's
my
gonna get
son,
adopted
I'd
by
be
an
working
Amish
just
cult.
No, Carl. Do you know what you name them? You know what you name them?
I don't care about your opinion. Sorry, no. Please.
I don't give a shit.
Carl, do you know what you name them?
What?
Carl.
I'm gonna name
With a
my
K.
child Natasha after my mom because
You
I
name
really
them
love
Carl
my
with a
mom.
K.
I'm not gonna name my child William. Either that or that's gonna be my middle name.
William.
Genuinely
Yes,
my name was
my
That's a
grandfather's
cool name. That's a cool
And
name.
then they corrected like a bunch of
What
It's like
what
an
if you
old
name your
proper English
child?
name.
What if you name your child 47? That's a good name.
47.
47.
Like spelled out because I don't think you can use numbers.
Yes, you can.
Like, what if you spelled it really
I
cool?
know
Like
47 is referencing something.
No.
I just can't
You know what a
remember
reference is? 24, because that's funny.
No.
SpongeBob reference. That's a SpongeBob
That's so
reference.
dumb.
You didn't get that.
42.
You know what's funny? 24.
Oh my God,
Do you know what's
guys,
even
guys,
funnier than
guys,
24?
Guys, I got.
Do you guys know what's
Mobby
funnier
out
than
of a
24?
chest. Isn't that crazy?
Yo.
No
Do you guys
way.
know what's funnier than 24?
What's funnier than 24?
25. You're supposed to laugh.
Sounds like the most unfunny thing I've ever heard. Yeah, what made
You're
it funny was
supposed
the
to
fact that
laugh.
no one laughed. Like, even the pitying laugh, no one laughed.
You guys need to laugh. Like, I kind of really need you to laugh.
Oh, that was so funny.
I don't find you funny.
Carl, Oliver, why do you mine the dirt when you could just mine one of the houses?
What? Oh, I was looking for something that I thought just might be there because I'm lucky.
Wait, don't you have like the cheating thing on? So doesn't that help you a whole bunch?
No, Oliver
Doesn't?
wouldn't do that.
Oh right, I mean, what do you mean you wouldn't cheat?
It was crazy. Okay. Now let me just take out my second monitor real quick.
Fuck me in the ass.
Okay, Carl. Okay.
I like how you just said that out of nowhere.
Where the
If
hell
you
is
do
it?
want to, I'm free on Friday.
I'm
no
not.
one's
I'm
laughing, Carl. No one's laughing. You and Colton, man. No.
What? That's not nice.
Never compare me to.
Wait, I have the wrong. I mean,
What?
Wait, Oliver, you have a Star Wars podcast recommended for you. Have you listened to a Star Wars podcast?
No, because they're dumb. Oliver
I
has
may or
friends,
may not
Colton.
have had the wrong version for just doing things because I like different versions
For sex stuff, right? I mean, sorry, what?
Carl. Carl.
I know this.
Okay, that one really wasn't bad.
Wait, where'd Delta go?
This is not
They just up and left.
No,
Delta, where'd you go?
Delta?
Oh, god damn it. It's just Theo. Theo, no one likes you.
Theo?
Oh, no, wait, come back. No, I'm sorry, Theo. I'm sorry. No, man, everyone's leaving. Okay.
Oh my god. It's starting the run.
No, it's so quiet.
I'll try and get Theo. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an apology. I'm sorry, Theo. Wait. No, it's just Colton. God damn it. No one likes Colton.
Oh.
Why can't you be Theo or Delta? Someone cool. You little nerd.
Oh.
Okay, there. I'm sorry, Theo. I was out of context.
That was really mean.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And you guys were talking about Star Wars podcast and having fun.
We are, but then Delta left, and I had a real moment of
You know,
like
Theo,
just
you know what
pure
we should do? You know what we
unadulterated
should do,
rage,
Theo?
and I took it out on you, and I apologize, Theo.
Theo, do you know what we should do? We should make a server, a Discord server with everybody but Lily.
That's not cool. That's cyberbullying.
You know, I did
Yeah.
an essay on cyberbullying, so I would know if it's cyberbullying or not.
Well, I would
And
know
I
if
have
it's
to say-
cyberbullying because I'm
and I
currently
would
being
say-
cyberbullied.
Isn't that just A-Team?
It's like I wrote an essay on racism. I bear the
I bear the challenge, the difficulties. Okay,
Says the
so
white man. I love your logic.
Since
Colton.
I wrote the essay on cyberbullying, I get to decide if it's cyberbullying or not. And I have to say right now, this is not cyberbullying.
Yeah, great. Then that's great. We can all be friends. All right, no
Yeah.
cyberbullying.
Bro, these people go so fast in this. I mean, what?
No, what?
The slime.
No, no. I actually want to know.
I'm gonna die in a set speed.
That's a lie. I don't.
Oh man.
That's really.
Oh no, here we go again.
Isn't A-Team just a Discord server with all of us? With everyone?
Yeah, but it doesn't have.
It doesn't have a lot of people. It doesn't have David because I got bored and I banned him.
I was thinking of. I thought I still had mod on Discord, and I was thinking. I mean, on A-Team. I was thinking of just completely banning everyone besides you, me, and Colby and Jonah.
And that's why you
Why
don't have
Colby?
mods.
Of everybody, why Colby?
Because that's the original A-Team.
Colby wasn't part of it, no. The original was just...
Yeah, but the original had me 6, so you can't talk until you get me 6 back.
Oh shoot! I forgot a pickaxe.
Oh shoot.
Oh no, I
Oh,
don't have.
snap.
I don't have administrator.
I'm gonna get a speedrun. World record.
Well, I'm just saying, like, no one's used A-Team, and then I saw David send something in it, being the first person to use it in forever, so I just banned him. I'm thinking about every time someone says something on it, I just ban them to see
That's actually
how long some people last.
That's very smart.
You were
It's like Squid Game.
Would you ban me? You would ban me. I would ban my. I should just leave the server.
Ban it, Theo.
I would ban myself.
Theo, add me back.
Why?
Please.
Here, I'm gonna pardon whoever Chicken Furter 23 is and Adam.
Don't.
Well, I just pardoned both of them, so.
No, such a bad idea. That's Henry.
Oh,
yes. Wait,
then
but
don't
Theo, can
find
you
a
add
new
me back,
invite
please?
for
I
them.
actually really want to come
Wait,
back.
I have a really good idea.
I'm still salty about the fact that I lost mod for banning Henry.
Do you know? You guys do know
And
that
then
Henry
everyone was like, and then everyone ended up agreeing with me. And I was
Henry
really
still
mad about
DMs
it.
David to play Bed
I
Wars
did it
with
to
him.
prove a point to that.
Also,
you can't
Theo,
just ban
can you invite me back?
You guys should
Yeah,
invite
sure.
me to the 8 team.
Can
That would
you
be
can you
pretty
also
cool.
give me mod
Yeah,
back?
sure, I will.
I like mod.
What's
It gives me comfort.
You're Froggy, right?
It gives me
Yeah.
It gives me comfort to have mod.
Is that Jonah?
Give me mod. That's a good idea. Mod.
You know, but like it boosts my ego, and I really like it.
Oh yes, and Colton loves his ego.
I can't live without it.
Fuck you, Colton. Don't welcome me, you little nerd.
That's not very nice.
Welcome to this
Don't do it. Don't do it, Theo. Don't do
welcome.
it. Don't
Sir,
I'm gonna. I don't know what I can do, but
Theo, can you give me mod back?
Yeah, let me just make sure to not ban Lily.
thank you. No.
Just kidding.
Well, joke's on you. I can. Oh, wait. Why am I banned?
Can you add me back, please? That'd be really nice.
Well, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add you as a friend. All right? How about that, Theo? Take that.
Theo, can you give me mod? It gives me my ego. It really boosts my ego, Theo.
There you go.
My
You get a
ego is
wave and
very
everything,
small at
Theo.
the moment.
Please.
No! It's like insufferably small.
Sorry, who's...
Why am I the rebellion? What does the rebellion do?
I don't know.
Whatever it was, I'm pretty sure.
It was a rebellion against me for being a unfair leader of the server. So which I pretty much paid off the rebellion and made them and gave them all mod. So
seems like a very
okay. Well, pay me
rebellion.
back.
And
Pay
then
me
I
back.
banned everyone else.
Can I
Which
please have
one person?
Theo, listen to me. Listen to me very closely. I don't have an ego right now, and I really need this. Okay.
I
really need this.
Here,
please.
Please. Look,
Hey,
I'll give you a role that
guess
looks like
what?
it has a lot of power, but in reality it can't do anything.
No, please, I really.
I know for a fact you are just gonna ban everyone.
No, I promise I won't, because I've never done it before and I already had mod.
Yeah,
Like,
but now you want it.
That's like a
The
really
reason
mean
why
move.
you had mod is because you didn't really want it. That's the reason why everyone has mod. I mean...
No, I asked for it. I remember. I asked for it and you gave it to me.
Oh shit, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just ban you.
No.
Base.
No. I loved having the power to create unnecessary channels such as what's the one that I made? Oh, really makes you think. Oh.
I made really makes you think.
Oh, I thought I made I made one of them. I made a channel.
Great job.
I just banned you
Yeah,
with
I
a
know.
message.
And I know.
He is stored in the balls, written very poorly and with very improper
Okay, I just
spelling.
sent you a persuasive essay on why I should be let back into the
I
A
am
team.
Theo, the invite's not working.
Dear Theo, please unban me, please. I'm really cool, and lots of people like me, so you should totally let me back in. Yay.
:D.
No.
No,
Sunglasses.
you can't do that. That's not fair.
Theo, I
Oh
gave
my
you evidence of why I should be back in, please.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know what
this
that is.
modern day sexism.
It's a friend I have
I'm gonna
from
pull
LA.
out that card.
Please, this is my evidence for why you should let me back in.
No.
Also, squirrel.
That's
What if
my
I give
card.
you a squirrel?
That's my card. That's my thing.
But like an actual squirrel that I found standing upright? What if I give you a bunny that I found in a park? Look at that.
Whoa, man, this
Look
is
at that.
this is not fun. I do like the Waluigi thing. What's it called? Waluigi? Waluigi.
But can I actually be let back into the server?
Sure, but you can't have your
Oh my
whatchamacallit
god.
back.
Mod?
Just don't give
Yeah.
him any roles, so he just can't do anything. Isn't that how it's set up right now?
No, I just changed that for David because I banned David.
Can I at least have like color in my name?
Yeah,
I
sure.
want a blue color.
Can I please just be in the server?
I want to be blue again.
No.
I
Could you
want to be.
please do?
I want to be blue.
No. And you know
Please.
what? Out of spite, I'm also gonna ban Oliver.
No! What? Don't bring Oliver into this. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
where's Oliver?
Wait, what can I do?
Oliver's
What can I
name
do
is
to make
Lily.
this up for you?
Corrupted dictator.
No, you know what? I'm gonna send you something really cool, and you're gonna be like, wow, Lily, that's really cool, and we're gonna be
Oliver was
best
banned.
friends. No, I'm so sorry, Oliver.
Oh shit! No, Oliver,
And
you're
then-
from the original 3 people. I can't ban you. Wait, let me unban you.
Here, you know what I'm gonna send you? Something that's gonna be so cool, and you're gonna be like, wow, Lily, you're so cool, and
That does sound like something I would say.
yeah, and you're gonna let me back in. How about that?
What about this picture? This will let me back in.
I already invited you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where?
You just ignored it because you were spamming me.
No. Oh, thanks.
Oh my god, stop it.
Hold a moment.
Can I have a roll? Like, can I have a blue roll? Can I have the, what's your good roll? I want...
Theo, you're ignoring me. I'm sending you good stuff.
Give me 41.
I have to go.
Can I be 41?
Goodbye.
That seems
No,
cool.
no.
Oh wait, no, Carl.
I need to do the go, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Guys, I got a sub
Alright.
for
No.
Goodbye.
Who's
Bye,
Mira?
Carl.
No.
Theo, who's Mira?
Hi. I think Mira's I
That's
think Morgan said Mira's Jonah's other account. I don't know.
Here, I gave you the role called straight supremacy.
Let's go.
No, that's not the response you're supposed to give.
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, guess what? You should totally let me in. I would contribute a lot to the server. Please. Do you wanna picture Morgan?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you pretty art.
NFT art accidentally creates real NFT art.
You know, as much as I appreciate the things you're sending me, I'm serious here, man. You know,
Theo, I'm on a quest to get as many airdroppable photos as possible. Can you send me photos of photos so I can airdrop to people?
Oh yeah, sure.
I have an album of 60 photos to airdrop to random people. I do it all the time in tutorial.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Why?
What is he sending you?
I'm kind of scared, but just the sounds that you're making.
Oh, there's a moose. Okay.
There's a moose.
Imagine you were being the one stuffed during
PETA?
Thanksgiving.
What? Who's PETA? PETA? Peter Griffin. PETA. Okay, you guys do know how corrupt PETA is, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
good.
like the bread?
No, like Peter Griffin.
Oh, like the Family Guy man.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
What?
What?
The
Frog.
Hey Theo, if I send you something really cool, will you let me back in?
Really amusing.
Please.
Alex, can you please name someone on the A team?
Why?
Just name someone.
He's gonna ban them.
Okay.
Name yourself.
I'm really scared.
You can see it.
I can't get a speed run.
No, it's not in general.
the fastest seed possible, and I still
An
can't beat the game.
18.
Oh,
Hey, Theo.
what the fuck did you just send me?
You should let me back in the server. I've got so much more of that to come. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Colton, but
My apologies.
I'm sorry, little one. I can't let you on the 18th after that.
No!
And also, that's who Alex chose.
Oh.
Who did Alex choose?
Colton.
Oh
I
no!
just said choose a person, and Alex chose Colton.
Oh.
Oh.
Sad. Hey, guess what, Theo?
No.
You're awesome.
Hey,
You're
Theo,
really
guess what?
cool.
Guess what? Wait, what if I
Hey,
name
we should
somebody?
start our own team. It'll be called B Team. And it'll have everyone
No,
but
you know what?
Theo.
It'll be called A Team. No, A Plus Team.
Oh man. How about A minus team? Because we're
No,
cooler than them.
No, A Plus Team.
Yeah.
Oh, no, like the blood type. I get it.
No, I was talking. What? What are you talking about?
A minus is worse than your whatever.
Okay, thank you, Oliver. Hey, Theo. Hey, guess what?
Hi. Hi.
I really value you as a person. I think you're really cool. I'm
Do
being
you remember
completely
third
honest.
grade? That was really cool, right?
Is that a threat?
How is that a threat?
Oh my god. You are threatening me.
Yeah, Colin, hey, that's not cool. Alright? Don't threaten my friends.
Remember Miss Diamond?
Hey.
All those fun experiences we had. We were best friends. You should add me back.
Yeah, hey Theo. Remember that time in the summer of
Theo,
7th to 8th grade
remember-
when your mom came over to my mom's house and they talked outside?
I don't.
Yeah. Well, it was
Theo,
really
remember
fun.
that time where I was in third grade with you.
Yeah, remember that time in science where we made a game together?
Coronavirus, and you were like hanging out
I
with Max.
Hey, so what I'm saying here is that you should definitely give me or allow me to be in the server. I will contribute lots. It'll be a jolly, fun time with me
Why did
in the
Alex
server.
choose me? What did I ever do to Alex?
Alex hates everyone. Just don't
why
take
me
it personally. I don't know.
I made a cake with him.
I don't
one time.
think Alex knew that you were gonna get kicked out.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I just said Alex, choose a person.
And then you told
Then
him.
you said, whoever you choose.
And I'm gonna ban
That was
them.
after each other.
No, you definitely said that.
Did I say that before? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I don't remember that.
It'd be really cool if you added me back, man.
Yeah, it would be really cool if you added me back too.
No, not.
Sorry, that's out of my authority.
Just me.
I don't make the rules.
Pretty please. Hey, Oliver.
Oliver, you have the perms to add me back.
Hey, Oliver. You know, back in
No, I actually just banned Oliver.
you know,
so
back in the
Oliver lost
7th
all his
grade
friends.
where you liked
Oliver.
Brigitte.
If I got perms, I'd be kicking everyone, not adding them.
Wait, you asked perms to add somebody.
You do. Add us back, pretty please.
Hold on.
Unban us, pretty please.
Jonah has perms.
Oh, we gotta ask Jonah.
Jonah is my right-hand man. He wouldn't dare.
He would dare.
Can you ask him, Colton?
Wait, Theo, I thought that was Carl. Let's go! Wait, no. Unban me. Unban me. Please. Please. Unban me. Unban. Theo is a tyrant.
By the way, guys, I've been spending this whole time trying to speedrun a set seed, and I've been failing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been watching your stream.
It's really
You must defeat him.
Yeah, it's the reason why I joined this call, because I was kind of just listening to you guys. I didn't mean to listen to you guys. I meant to watch the stream, but you guys were kind of just in the background.
Okay,
I realized that that's coming out wrong.
Theo, I have a proposition.
Like, I went on the stream for
have
mine.
a proposition.
I feel
You know
like the only times those words are ever used is when you're about to be asked for like a threesome or foursome or something.
Well,
Like you want something.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So back in like last year, 2020, right? That remember that time? That was a lot of fun. And
Sure.
and remember like in
Everyone
like
loves 2020.
in November or something like that, I was added to the A team for like 5 minutes, and then I got kicked like literally as soon as I joined.
I feel like Theo was the one that did that.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, and then
It could be
and
the
then
reign
I
of,
got really mad at Jonah because I was like, well, why'd they all kick me? And then he was like, I don't know, buddy. And then we like didn't talk for 8 months. And then I tried to join A team again, and I got kicked again. Basically,
Theo,
what
can
I'm
you
saying.
please add me back to A team?
Yeah, basically what I'm saying is that I feel really sad. That I'm
Theo,
being
here's what you can do:
discriminated
Delete the message
against.
and then add me, and then unban me.
I've been banning everyone. I'm just gonna keep banning people.
Wait, everybody?
It's gonna be like Squid Games.
Wait, Max, are you
Let's
banned?
just play crab game and see whoever loses that gets kicked.
No, I'm just gonna start making people compete to see who gets.
Wait, are you literally just destroying A team right now?
No, he's bringing it back to what it should be. That's what he's doing. I don't know if that's his actual goal, but
I know what I
Bro,
want
wait,
to do.
Theo, can you do me one favor? Even though I'm not in the server, can you do me one favor?
Uh-huh.
Make it so one of the original 3 people can't be there.
What?
Right now. Either Jonah or Oliver. Right now. You have the power.
forget Colby, come on.
And Colby. No, Colby's just an add-on. But like,
What do you mean Colby's
Jonah
just an
or
add-on?
Jonah or
remove
Oliver
Oliver.
right now.
For a good amount of the
Jonah or Oliver right now. You have to choose.
Theo, just kick Oliver.
No, that's not
Okay,
nice.
I banned Colby.
Okay, now you need to choose.
No,
Jonah
I chose Colby.
or Oliver.
Narrator. Narrate game options.
He already made a decision.
Who are 2 people?
Narrator.
Who are 2 people
Off.
online? Okay, we're gonna need Anne and Marco to fight it out.
That's wonderful.
All right,
Wait, Max, are you banned?
No, I'm there.
All right, what game is this going to be? Between Anne.
The first person to respond.
Narrator. Narrate options.
First person to respond.
Coolest moves
off.
Picture seems like more fun. Let's see.
You know what they're probably gonna do? They're gonna get this. If they get the same picture, you need to ban them both. Jonah, you gotta unban me, man. Jonah, please.
Yeah. Hey,
Jonah,
Jonah,
unban me.
I would
Jonah, you
really
gotta unban me,
appreciate
man.
if you
gotta unban
let
me.
me back
Jonah,
in 18.
Jonah, you gotta unban me right now.
Pretty please.
I can't. I don't have power.
What?
Jonah, out of everybody, Theo will trust you the most. Just say, Theo's not listening to us, okay?
Oh, I'm back.
Right now, all you need to do is ask
I'm just
him.
letting
Hey,
you
can
know,
like,
I'm turning the server right now into Hunger Games, Squid Games.
Yeah,
kind of
don't let him do that. Don't.
He's just doing
I
a
mean, don't let-
systematic, like, that's all you need to know.
I've just been banning people. I just said,
she's a French
okay.
revolutionist.
I just said, hey, I just made
Why are you killing the A team?
Jonah,
Here,
Jonah,
here,
Jonah, add
here.
me.
Theo's reign of terror will not
Jonah,
end.
it died a long time ago.
He's
Yes,
he's
but we have to
kicking
keep it as a
everybody, Jonah.
relic.
Jonah, I have
It's
a
a relic.
proposition. Jonah. You
Then
should
it-
mod me so I can do it faster.
Its existence
Yeah,
is all
no,
that
Jonah,
requires it to
you
be
and
a
Oliver
relic.
can team up and defeat
I'm
Theo.
not just banning everyone. Okay, listen.
I would.
Uh, Oliver would
Get it
have.
over with.
I
Come
would.
on.
I'm a bit more. I have a bit more around A team, so I don't want it to go. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just making everyone but the set 3 of us. So yeah, very Squid Games. Fight to the death to see who can do the best of certain.
But after that, you'll add us back, right?
Can you
Maybe.
please?
I
That's
remember.
up
Well, for now,
that's up
I
to
have the
Theo.
best photo of a moose. So.
Okay, you're not participating. You're one of the moderators.
Wait, hey
What
Theo,
the hell?
you're really cool.
I might just ban Mac right now.
Yeah, I touched up on some French history.
I would
You
have
know what
banned
you
him a
should
while
do?
ago,
Just
to
act
be
like you
honest,
weren't
if I were
there.
in your
The amount
position.
of pings.
Wait, Theo, you know what that means? You need to ban Carl.
That's fine.
Well, no. There's still going to be one winner at the end. The one winner will be the new owner of A Team.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Wait, can I play?
Wait, but I didn't even do anything. You just banned
why
me
can't I
for no
participate?
reason.
I did just
see
ban a
what
couple
happens.
people for no reason.
I
Well, let
propose
me
a
know-
1v1 versus me and Jonah.
You know,
Minecraft
get
for
capitalism.
doesn't get banned as.
No, it's
I
not
feel
gonna
like
be
this
based
isn't
upon
capitalism.
Minecraft, Oliver. That's a little unfair.
Jonah,
Don't
can you
banned already.
Theo, can you at least
This
add
is
me
about
back so I can
entertainment,
see
Jonah.
you banning everybody? Because I find this really funny, and then you could ban me at the end.
No.
I
That'd
Or
be
you
like
could ban him
reviving one
now.
of the people so they can watch everyone else die.
Yeah,
For getting
and then
there.
you kill me.
Okay.
You could just like off Colton now.
Alright, right.
Oh, I've already been banned. I just want to somebody
was
to
my
unban
fault.
me so I
You're
can watch
welcome.
everybody just disappear from the online list.
This is too hard to follow, so I'm gonna let you guys have your fun Hunger Games, but have fun doing that. Yay, Colin D.
I still have to do my.
So what's happening,
homework.
Theo? What is the procedure?
Right
How are
now.
you removing?
Well, right now I'm getting moose pictures from both Anne and Marco, and whoever's is better will not be eliminated.
I want to see these pictures of these moose.
Yeah,
or
Theo,
meese.
can-
Sorry,
can-
forgive me.
Wait, Theo, can you please post these to can we do a democratic
Let us
vote?
vote. Let us vote on these meese. Let us vote on the meese.
Wait, is it gonna be dictator style or?
This is dictatorship. I'm sorry, you guys cannot get
Wait, Theo, can you share your screen so we can at least see you ban
It's
people?
like Theo executing like politicians.
Can you share
It's
your screen,
hilarious.
Theo?
God, this is taking way too long.
Wait, I don't
What
see
is-
it.
Banning everyone.
Oh
Just do it.
no! This is a game. It's gonna go over multiple days.
Theo, can you share your screen right now?
Fine.
Guys, I'm about to beat the Ender Dragon.
You are? Oliver, is this the first time?
Oh my god.
Shoot.
I think whoever sent in the cute one deserves the win. Marco wins.
I failed the 8. I failed the 8
And is being executioned.
Here, I'm gonna make a new text channel for this. What should it be called?
Wait, on the 18th?
The game.